Hello. How are we doing?
Happy birthday to us.
Is it happy birthday to us?
It's just me and you. No one else is coming. It's just me and Harry.
It's like, you know, when you organize a big birthday bash and then you sat there waiting and it turns 7 o'clock and no one's quite here yet.
It's fashionably late.
They're all fashionably late. Good morning, Boba.
Good morning.
It's Yogscast's birthday.
Yes.
It's the day of our birth, the day of all of our births, including you, chap. We're 17. Wow. What a magical age. Do you remember being 17, Boba?
Oh my god. I mean, yes.
Yeah?
But
what was it like?
Oh, for me, it was a long time ago. Is that half?
It was it.
I'm 34.
That's a very young age. I don't know why I looked like that. That was a young age.
17 and 17, 34.
Yeah, they sound like you're starting like a rap song. 17, 34.
17. I said, hey, what's up? Happy birthday.
It's such a musical intro.
It is.
It's good. That's good. That's kind of a hint for our first guest. That's nice.
Well,
it's a good hint.
How old were you when you were yogified? Were you 17?
I was 15, 16.
Okay.
So close.
Okay.
What was I can't even remember being 17. I was just not doing sixth form work, not doing college work, and just doing Yogs work and playing Dota 2.
I think I had a boyfriend.
Okay.
Who is,
well, don't fucking flex on all of us. Fucking
who
hell.
is now like extremely gay, so it's not a flex.
Okay, well, that's kind of the ultimate flex.
I'd be like, why do you only like to kiss in the dark? Can we turn the light on like sometimes? He'd be like, sound more like a man. No. But I think I was just rolling around with this boyfriend, like rolling through the streets.
Do you want to say his name? What was his name? You can say his first
Tyler.
name. Fucking hell.
Tyler.
America.
Yep.
America. Explain.
Yep.
Tyler.
Good old Tyler.
That's nice.
And then we'd go over to our friend's house, and everyone would be like, let's smoke weed. And I'd be like, I don't do that. And they'd be like, well, we gotta find someone who has the weed. Who's got the money for the weed? Whose house are we smoking the weed at?
The weed quest.
We should smoke at Corey's house because Corey has Grand Theft Auto, so we can smoke the weed there and his mom won't get mad at us. And that was when I was 17, and I was like, I feel too educated for whatever's going on here. This is not my
I need to go and make silly online videos now. This is not going to be working out for me.
Yep.
Wow, so half of your life Yogscast has existed. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and most of yours.
Majority of
all
mine.
Of yours.
Over half of mine. I'm 29, so over half of my life, which is fucking crazy. Boba, how do you remember joining the Yogscast? You know, let's look back. It's a moment. Let's not look forward. Let's not look forward into the short future of the Yogscast. Let's look back into the long, learned history. What's your earliest memories of Yogscast?
Well, before I joined, I think the first thing I ever watched was I was dating someone who was like,
you're dating another bloke.
I can't stop. It's
fucking
really annoying.
Hell, Boba. All right, this is like the dirty laundry with Boba.
I don't stay on the market long, folks. You gotta snatch me up.
These are Boba's birthday boys. We've got Tyler and Brad.
Brad, if only. No, but he was like, oh, let's play World of Warcraft. I was like, I don't know how to do that because I only did console games. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'll just play this video for you, and they'll tell you how to do these dungeons. Okay. And I was like, why are you watching British people?
Wow, that's rude.
Yeah,
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, I was like, why they like that? Why are they talking like that? And he was like,
interesting, funny people.
He was like, they explain this stuff.
People.
And then, so I was like, okay, I'll watch some of these so I know how to do these dungeons with you.
Yeah.
And then they started doing Minecraft.
They started saying horrible slurs.
They did, and I was like, wait a second, you like these guys? But he was like, yeah, watch these. So then I was watching Minecraft, and I was like, you should watch their Minecraft stuff. And he's like, I don't play Minecraft, I play World of Warcraft. So,
yeah, okay, that's fair.
And then I just watched all the Minecraft stuff, and then rest is history. And then the t-shirt competition happened.
Look at that. Oh, I didn't even clock it. Look at that.
This was super fun to wear in public, by the way.
That was a big t-shirt competition as well, and you did well.
Yeah.
On the old forum. That's a blast from the past, the forum.
Yep, back on the forum.
Was Nightjar a mod on our forum? Some of our mods were forum mods originally.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out the forum mods. I like the forum. I wish an old forum is like old internet to me, and I kind of, something very cozy about a BB code forum. I don't know.
I roleplayed. I did Pokemon roleplay.
Oh wow.
I think my username.
This is
was
live,
like,
Bo, but this isn't going to be edited. You sure you came in that?
I'm fine with that. We had a forum and we had our little trainer cards and our signatures on the forum.
Okay, forum signatures. We got to bring that back. Like I want to every time I tweet.
In general.
Wait, every time I tweet, I'm just going to attach a forum signature as the image now. Wait, that's just so much.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great idea.
Why do we not just all do that? That's so
all right,
much
everyone
fucking
start doing it and at us, please.
Yeah, everyone make a new forum signature and post it on every Twitter.
Because you can you can even like type it out on a forum, screenshot that and attach it instead of just like your trainer card or something.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
So you were a baby.
I was a young boy. I was beautiful. I was full of hope, joy, happiness, and now look at me, haggard, old, dead, dying.
You had a lot of nun talk too before.
I was saying, where are the nuns?
Yeah.
I was saying, Pierre, I can't believe it's the birthday and there's no nuns here, which is messed up. You know,
maybe later.
No birthday nuns. Maybe we're having some guests to join us today, but maybe a nun will join us. I'm just praying that Dav can hear this and he's finding a nun outfit.
There's gotta be one in the basement, unless it's in the auction later.
Maybe it's in the auction.
A nun costume, and then you can make our dreams. He's typing, okay, I will wear a nun outfit.
Confirmed.
Yes, let's go.
Nuns are confirmed.
So what did you start off with then? Were you a World of Warcraft?
I was aware of the Yogscast because I used to play, I still do, I played a lot of RuneScape as a kid.
Yeah.
And everyone was always like, oh, World of Warcraft's the cooler one, but I couldn't fucking convince my parents to pay whatever, 10 quid a month to fucking play WoW. So I watched a lot of WoW on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure I did watch some Yogs videos. The door opened and I thought a nun was going to walk
You were
through.
so excited, and it's just Pierre, who's not a nun yet.
But no, so I watched a few Yogscast videos. I was a bit confused by them because I don't really understand how WoW worked. And then I watched a lot of the Minecraft, and then fucking, Sips joined. I sent Sips a message on YouTube. And he was like, you can make me some things. And that was pretty cool.
Really?
Pretty cool guy. Imagine messaging someone on YouTube. Imagine that being a thing that like anyone even does. It's a good guy, Sips. What a good bloke.
I still haven't met him in real life, and I'm nervous for the day that I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He hasn't taken the trip down here, because I joined around the start of COVID.
Maybe you in America when he came down. He came down not that long ago.
Well, he came down and they went to the amusement park.
That was it, yeah.
Which I didn't go to the amusement park.
He's a funny bloke, our Sips.
Oh, he's just the funniest.
He's the funniest, pretty funny looking. No flame. No flame, Sips. He's a good looking chap. So that's been good. It's been, a lot of my life has been working here, Boba. I can't leave.
Not now.
Not now. No,
You've got the sunk cost fallacy.
Sunk cost fallacy, yeah. It's going to work out.
Put too much time in, you're like, eventually this will come through for me. Eventually.
Yeah, it's all going to work out. It's all coming up, Barry.
Yeah. I keep sowing seeds with Lewis. I'll be like, oh, have you written your will yet?
I know with Simon, I just wrote his and just faked the signature.
Did you?
You just do that. Yeah.
Because Lewis is doing some stuff lately where I'm like, hey, do you have anyone that's going to get that when you go?
We got to ask Lewis about his flies. He had 20 flies next to his desk.
Well, he was like, something's died in the ceiling. I was like, are you sure it's not all of the
things
summoning skeletons?
He was saying it really accusatory, but it is also just like, Lewis, the flies are next to your desk, not next to Daph's desk or my desk. They're your desk flies.
Well, he eats so much leaves and stuff. He's probably got compost.
He's doing a compy.
He's comping.
He's comping. He's comping.
He's comping.
He's doing an office desk comp.
Under his desk, his little under desk compost. He's probably got worms.
He's got some worm friends.
He himself has worms. It's not that the worms are.
Oh, I see. They're inside of him. He's doing an internal compost.
He's been piloted by a worm.
For 17 years, we've been.
The golden age of the Yogscast brought on by Lewis's internal worm.
Oh my god.
Not his external one.
No, not his external one. That's something very different.
Where are the nuns?
So what is where are the nuns? Bring in the nuns. Our first guest is ready. Wow. Okay, should we crack on in?
Yeah.
Are we feeling birthday chat? Yep.
Happy birthday.
Let's do it. Let's get our first guest in. Everybody. Mr. Sparkles, everybody. Woo!
La 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 la.
They're clapping. Everyone's clapping in chat. They're clapping. Oh wow, what a fabulous shirt.
Look at this guy.
I don't know if you guys have been in here all morning, but it's very sunny out.
It's very lovely.
Have you seen my dinosaur DNA? I seem to have misplaced it.
Oh, Mr. DNA, where did you come from?
My shaving cream?
I do actually look like that, yeah.
That's great. That's
I didn't think about that.
How you doing, Sparkles?
Oh, mate, I'm great. I'm really good. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. It's I just well, I'm not going to dox myself, but I just moved nearby.
What's your new postcode, Sparkles? That's what people are asking in chat. They're saying, where does Sparkles live?
BS.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, that's a hard one to crack. That's a hard one to crack. There's quite a lot of that left.
Yeah.
People will figure it out, though. That's congratulations, though.
Where is my hat? Do we have spare hats?
I don't have any spare
You can
hats.
borrow mine if you
Can we get the nun to bring in a hat, please?
The nun.
Where's the nun?
Where's
We're
the
all waiting for the
birthday
nun. This is ridiculous.
Sparkles,
Can't get a good nun.
Congratulations on moving back down to the southwest.
Yeah, I'm back. My life is like a revolving door of
This
fun.
guy's such a musician. You hear him?
Look at
He's
him.
writing lines right now.
Spitting straight fire.
No, it's good. It's like it does feel weirdly like nothing sort of like the last 10 years of my life have been voided, or I dreamt it.
Yeah, you've just restarted again.
Yeah, I'm just back here. It's
not a nun.
Oh, look at it. I got
Not a nun. Is it confirmed not a nun, chat.
How does this work? Okay, like over the headphones.
It does feel a little bit like you're kind of like a TF2 character stacking hats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It works. It works.
Look, it's cutting off. It's more of a cone, or
Oh yeah,
like
that's
what do you call it?
that's a shame.
Pyramid. I don't know. No.
There we go. We can fix that.
Something.
Oh, it's fixed.
It just has to be a
Fantastic
little
music.
bit smaller.
Right.
So Sparkles, I mean, you are a very, very, very old Yogscast employee. You
Yeah,
were
very,
there,
very old.
So I was the first Yogscast employee, technically. Like,
Wow.
so.
Wow.
Well, there were people came before
In the
me.
office. The
People,
office.
well, no. People came before me.
We were paid illegally.
Who were
paid in blood
freelancing. I definitely.
Paid in blood diamond, Sparkles. It's
They
fine.
were, yeah. God, yeah. I didn't know we were going to tell that story.
Well,
but
you know, it's
sure.
still coming out.
we went out for we went out for a drink last night, and I was telling Boba that I wasn't going to say any bad stories. And there are none.
Why the fuck are you here then? What the?
No, and I was lying. Here we go. It's all
Let's
coming
go.
out. So you've got me for 15 minutes. Here we go. Here's all the bad stuff that happened.
Let's
No, yeah, it was great. I was the first employee. So there was people before me. Someone who well, I won't talk about that. But there were.
It's easier sometimes to just not mention them.
I think Duncan pre-existed. Yeah, Duncan was already.
Duncan pre-existed. He
Yeah.
fucking is into dinosaurs, isn't he?
Yeah, Duncan's been there since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Duncan was here, but I don't know if he was an employee or just sort of. I think he might have been.
Or just
but,
hanging out.
But when Yogscast became a company,
Yeah.
I was just
What
around.
was your official title?
It was make up your own title.
Okay,
like
good.
actually,
It hasn't changed.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's still the same thing, right?
But I think like it was a lot. So early doors, I was editing, video editing, and it was me and Lewis would edit all of the stuff for the main channel.
What was
and
the
then
first thing you edited?
the first thing I edited was a adventure map called The Wizard Gandhi.
The Wizard Gandhi. That sounds like it's aged perfectly well.
A wizard.
It's not good. It's not good.
Was
Okay,
it
get out, get out.
Gandhi?
Yeah,
The
Gandhi.
Wizard Gandhi.
Minecraft. No, it's like with a Y. But that's it. This is the first video I ever
That's it,
edited.
Okay.
It's
Ooh.
fucking age blocked. I can't even watch it.
It's Sparkle set.
13 years ago, so that's
I
yeah.
can't even watch it. Do we have a logged in account?
It has 2 million views. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Is this the one where the
Right.
is this the one where the
Sign in.
pig wears bondage? Chat. Does anyone remember?
The pig. Oh god. See, the fact. That, oh yeah, actually, it could well be
I think maybe that's why it's age blocked.
What was it
I'm
like
looking
at doing the first edit?
brutal because Lewis was like really. He like honestly, it was just a lot of like Lewis kind of like speeches to me about how like no one can edit this stuff. It's just me. That was how it started, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, maybe you should have a go. I'll give you the Wizard Gandhi. But it's the longest video edit I've ever done.
I'll give you the Wizard Gandhi.
So before I came back to the Yogs, I had a bit of time in the wilderness where I was in a band, and I still am. But also I was doing like video editing.
Shout Area 11.
Shout out Area 11. Still going. We're still
That's
going.
a big part of Yogscast history as well.
We're on a bit of a hiatus right now, but we are coming back. But yeah, like with the Wizard Candy, it was just hundreds of edit notes from Lewis all the time, like pretty much like, and it took months. It didn't take months, but it did take weeks, and it was longest video ever.
What had you edited before then?
Loads of music videos.
Okay, so you'd edited an hour Minecraft map into 3 minutes, and you're like, "This is fucking perfect.
This is what you want.
This is
You want it to
perfect.
be quick.
It's so action packed."
You just made an AMV basically.
Basically, I kind of was doing it like that. I was like, we should cut all this out. It's crap. And he was like, no, this is, you need to have like, yeah. So it was fine. Like I think he was letting go of the reins for the first time to someone else. I think maybe it was just a little bit like.
What were you editing in? Were you Sony Vegas?
No, I was Premiere, but Lewis was Vegas.
Oh, no.
So that was also a bit of he wanted everyone to be on Vegas.
That's
right?
the first of many Lewis L's. I'm going to record them down.
Okay,
Lewis
sure.
edits in Vegas. What the fuck is this? Okay, Lewis edits in Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you think's to quiz Lewis on from when he arrives? Okay, Lewis edits in Vegas.
He was, yeah, Sony Vegas. And he wanted us all to do it. And I was like, this is not going to scale. Like, we should probably not do this. Why is it 72? That's so big.
All right, there we go. Okay, Lewis edits in Vegas. Thank you.
Okay, Lewis L.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I mean, I can tell you the story of how I met the Yogscast, but it's all right. Like, I was listening.
Hell, mate, it's a birthday.
I was listening to the stream just before I came on, and I remember meeting you for the first time very distinctly because you came down. You were wearing kind of like I think it was a football kit, but it was like shorts and t-shirt. You were
fucking talking about me.
I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Was I wearing a football kit?
What kind of football kit
you were definitely wearing like sports. You look like you'd just come from a sports thing.
Did he have a tracksuit?
From sports day?
No, but it looked like you'd come from the school sports day. You were like 17 probably.
Probably, yeah.
And you were just like, hi, I'm here. And nobody was around. Like everyone was busy. So I was like,
it's because I arrived at a normal time, like 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
And nobody was about.
Well, I was there. So we ended up hanging out. I remember that.
It was nice.
It was a good day.
You were like, this young child is a good bloke. This young child, he can stay
You were
around.
very enthusiastic back then. You hadn't become like all
cynical and
cynical and old.
Yeah, and haggard.
Old and new.
He had started smoking cigarettes.
True.
Yet.
No, deep in that addiction. Don't you worry.
We had we had like a, what is it? So yeah, we had a mutual friend who was in the Yogs Guild, and he had heard one of the Area 11 songs. He was friends with Parv, who's a guitarist in Area 11, and he's like, I need to show this to my friend Lewis, who's in my guild. And then about a week later, there was a group chat started on Facebook. Like not this before
nightmare.
Messenger, so it was just in Facebook with Simon and Lewis and me and Parv.
What year was this?
This would have been 2010.
Gosh.
And it was just like Lewis definitely assuming I knew anything about this, and I didn't. I knew nothing. And he was just like, yeah, so we should definitely, we love this track. Like, I really want to use it in SOI. And I was like, I didn't fucking know what SOI. I thought it was like,
what is this nerd talking about?
Well, I know. I thought it was like corporate, like, like SEO. I thought it was like, oh, so I'm Googling SOI, nothing's coming up. I'm like, Parv's running into my room, which was like a box room that I had a studio in this like kind of, what's it called when there's a house and it's like condemned? No, it's like a condemned house in Nottingham we used to live in.
That's just Nottingham, isn't it?
And I was running in going, these guys are like big YouTubers. I'm like, what's YouTube? He's like, the place where there's music videos. He was like, yes, but they do like, he's like explaining it
like,
to me.
these guys make professional YouTube videos.
They've got like 200,000 subs or whatever. I'm like, whoa, okay. So that sounds a lot. So I'm like, right, yeah, you can use it. You can do whatever you want. And then we just didn't hear from them for like 6 months.
Classic.
And we'd been sort of like, I guess this isn't a thing. But then I started getting like kind of weird emails from Lewis where he'd just send me an email and he'd be like,
You up?
what are you wearing? No, he'd send me an email where he'd be like, he'd send me like an audio clip and he goes, this sounds like shit. And it'd be like his voice. And I'd be like, okay. And he'd be like,
so he's still the same.
He'd be like, why does this sound like shit? And I'm like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of factors. Like, let's talk about it.
I'm adding it to the list.
Lewis voice notes.
Lewis voice notes.
At the time, I was like I guess they call it universal credit now, but back in the day, they used to call it job seekers allowance, right?
I prefer that. It's more optimistic.
It is a bit. So I had a degree in biology and a video in biological film. And
you made a video?
No, it was a master's. I've got a master's degree in biological.
Fucking flexing on the non-uni people, all right? Fucking hell.
What's it called? Biological videography and imaging, or something like that. Photography and imaging.
So you're filming tiny shit. What you?
No, it's a bit of that, but it's.
Are you a porn producer?
It's it's wildlife. It's wildlife photography and sex videos. So that's what I was doing.
But never both at the same time.
Yes. So I wanted a job like working for the BBC doing like nature documentaries. That was kind of what
that turned out well.
But I also wanted to be a musician more than that. The most. And all the way through uni, I'd been doing music stuff. And I was volunteering at this like charity in Nottingham that basically was like taking over studios where the company had gone out of business. They'd go in with a charity grant and they'd get the studio and then they'd like bring in disadvantaged kids from the streets who had just got out of juvie.
What?
So like,
Is that how this
Is this
guy got
how we
in?
started the Yogscast?
and that's how I met you. Well, no, the thing is, I blagged my way into
An
this
outreach
job that wasn't
program.
paying me anything, and it was to run this studio, right? And I was like, there was no money, so I had to kind of like find cables and things like that.
So you rob, you're stealing. Is how you admit. I mean, it's not statute of limitations passed now, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how it worked. Honestly, no idea. I was in a building doing stuff. all the
Sparkles
day.
collected a lot of copper wires. I did. Don't ask where they came from.
Took things from roofs,
Yeah.
stripping the roofs. And so Lewis started asking me these questions about audio, and he was like, eventually he was like, do you want to just like come and record an office for us?
And you were like, I could rob a lot of shit from these blokes.
And I was like, yeah, because I run this recording studio. So he was like, oh, you sound like you know what you're doing. So I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, a few months later, we ended up on me and Pav driving all across the country. We went to a load of different cities. We went to Reading. We went to a load of different places. We ended up in Bristol, and we found like 6 different offices. And then because I didn't know, we found the one office that was the previous office we were in. And I brought Lewis and Simon down, and we had a look around. And they were like, I don't know, this is probably fine. And we were like, okay, we're going to move to Bristol. So that was a thing.
The old office was nice. I like the old
It was
office.
all right, wasn't it? Yeah. So I had a charm.
Yeah, it had a charm.
Why did we move out? Did they want to turn it into flats or something? Is that right?
Yeah. It
Flats,
did turn into flats. You can live in the old Yogscast.
Oh, I should have maybe moved there.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird. The ghost of like Simon shitting, just like echoing throughout the walls. I don't know.
Yeah, what was I? Oh yeah, so and then because I didn't know how to do anything, I designed the office in Minecraft and then got them to log in.
That's mental.
And I remember that Simon logged in and he had like a horse body because I think they just filmed the video The Shadow of Isra Pony on your shirt. And they just
It
filmed.
all comes back.
So they
to
just
folks.
filmed that,
It
and
all
Simon had,
comes back.
and that was really off-putting because I was trying to do this sort of serious presentation. I was trying to kind of be impressive, and it
You
was just
also
Simon
tried to
was
do
the
a serious
horse.
presentation
It's
to
just
fucking people in Minecraft.
Dude, two
It's-
business YouTube guys, and one of them's a fucking horse.
So that was it.
So your degree in biology.
Yeah.
That's where it came
You're
in.
like, this I'm perfect for filming this. I can film this.
but that was it. But I didn't want to do a biology job, so I was sort of stalling.
you're like, "Get
if I
this
hadn't have
fucking
got this,
horse
I don't
outta
know what
here."
I would have done if I hadn't got this Yogscast job, because I pretty much burnt through my savings making the first Area 11 record, and we'd made it all. I didn't have any money. I was like living in this place where the guy was charging. He's like a friend of mine. He was charging me £80 a month rent.
That's insane.
And I owed him for a couple of months. That's how broke I was, right? So it was pretty.
Okay, I'm conscious because we don't have long left.
Yeah,
and
sure.
the most important topic. We've got to move on
Talk
to the
to
most
me.
important
Talk to me.
topic. I want to ask you about music.
Okay.
About songs, because you've written a lot. You've written
Yeah.
and sung a lot of Yogscast songs. I want to
Yes.
know what were the funnest to make. What were your highlights? What ones you look back on very fondly? Because
Yeah.
Yogscast musical repertoire is wide and varied and
extensive.
amazing.
I ain't got much time here, but Martin Littlewood was the kind of inception of it in a way. He'd done Form This Way, like
Yes.
the Lady Gaga parody, and Lewis had like kind of persuaded him to move to Bristol, and he came down. He didn't know anyone, and I didn't really know anyone other than Pav. So me and Martin immediately were like besties, and
Aw.
we did the first time we worked together, and the first time we met, I think, was doing Screw the Nether. And
Nice.
Martin had already done all the work and like done the lyrics, and I did the music.
He's a great songwriter.
Yeah, and have
He's
you
so
heard
good
him
at that.
explain how he does it? Because he's got like some weird, like similar aphantasia thing or something. So he's like, oh, the reason I'm good at lyrics and rapping is he like imagines the images or something
Yeah.
of the words in his head and how they fit together.
He's wasted on
It's
wasted
some-
on Minecraft.
He's
it's
so
some
good.
kind of fucking crazy stuff.
He is amazing because he can do like freestyle rapping, like unlike anyone I've ever met. Like he can just do it,
Yeah.
and it really freaks me out. But yeah, no, it was started with him, and then we just started doing parodies, and then we eventually got sued.
as one
And
does.
then we had to stop doing parodies. And when we changed to do non-parodies, that was actually a bit of a jump. That was like quite a, because we had a
What was
parody.
the first non-parody song? I can't
It was
remember.
Moonquest, and we had.
Moonquest, okay.
So actually, I'll reveal it now. It was originally a parody of "Wake Me Up" by Avicii, and I have a version of it that is that.
Wow.
But halfway through the making of this, I'd sort of got it as a demo. We got sued for like milk or whatever it
mega
was.
sued. Yeah,
so
it
we
was
went
milk.
right. We'll
Oh,
stop
God.
doing this.
That
don't know what
was
you're
like
talking about.
my
We never made a
favorite
song.
one. That was my favorite one. Bring it back.
It was a good one. But then I pivoted Moonquest and I said, and Louis was like, we can't do this anymore. I was like, well, we could just write a normal song that's like our own song.
It's impossible. If you can't steal from other people's music, how are you going to write music?
And I think he was a little skeptical, but we just did it, and Moonquest did really well. And then Diggy Hole was the natural next thing to do. And when we did it, that's why Diggy Hole has that reference to Moonquest, because I was like, well, that's sort of following on. And then we did
Wonderful. We
did loads of them, and then
what's your favourite? Which one do you look back on most fondly? Was the most fun to make?
I really like. So I think Diggy Hole's like probably the best written one.
I mean, it's the most epic. It's the most like, it feels like the most like complete package on its own.
But two of the most fun ones we did. The most fun I think might have been How Do I Craft This Again, which is one I did with Martin, because me and Martin by that point had got very good at working together, and it had everyone in it, and it was like it just sort of, we were at like this peak of like efficiency and making stuff, and we were just kicking stuff out. It was really good fun.
Yeah, were you responsible for the Santa Claus? Because that's one of my
favorites.
Yes,
it was. Yeah.
Santa Claus.
That's a classic.
That's my favorite.
That one makes me think of Jingle Jam so strongly. I get such massive Jingle Jam nostalgia.
So like,
you were around then, Harry, weren't you? Are you in the video? Are you in that?
I don't know.
Were you more like a behind the scenes?
I think I was more hiding. I was a hiding fellow.
It was really
it's a good video though.
I love Hat Films' bit in that.
Yeah,
so
just like,
good. So I think they wrote that bit themselves. Like, we didn't do that.
Did you ever write with Hat Films? Did you ever make a song with Hat Films?
I made a song with Hat Films called I Like Trials, which was about the video game Trials.
Yeah, I'm aware of that one. Yeah.
And but I don't know if we ever released it, but maybe they did after I left.
I feel like I've heard it.
But it was good. That's my stories.
Well, thank you, Sparkles. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here.
The Music Man.
The Music Man. What a wonderful first guest.
You're in here for a long time, so
I don't know.
Buckle up.
Well, it's fine. The nuns will come in halfway through. Fine.
Nun jobs.
I've been promised nuns. Thank you, Sparkles. Have a wonderful rest of your Yogscast birthday.
Happy
Enjoy
birthday.
yourself.
Happy birthday, Yogsies.
Happy birthday, Yogsies.
Oh my God, I lost my hat. I'll leave it here for the next guest.
Oh, that's very humble.
Okay.
All right.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Wow. What a nuns, Simon says. Simon, I've been promised that there's nuns here, apparently.
Pierre, can you
heard anything about the nuns?
Can you make sure our next guest has a PNG of a party hat on, please?
Oh, that would be good, Pierre. Yes.
He's gonna
Bring on the nuns. That's what people are saying in chat.
bring in the nuns.
Where are the nuns? I don't. Wait, what's even the song? What's the song? The Huns. To defeat the nuns. That's the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Harry was singing before.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, yes.
He's got something going on today.
Got a good brain.
It works fine.
Who's next? Who's our next wonderful guest? Do we have them prepared? Yeah.
The final one in the alphabet.
Oh wow, is it?
The last.
Guess they are. Yeah.
Alphabet number.
Alphabetically.
Letter. Oh!
They just closed the thing.
He's there.
Hello.
Hello.
Zylus, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Very good. Very
Happy
good. Very good.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday for all.
Happy birthday all around. Yeah.
How are
It's a
you
very
feeling?
Dutch thing, by the way. You wish other people a happy birthday on behalf of the person that is, has a birthday.
Oh, really?
So it is, yeah. It's this really weird thing where like you walk into a room when someone's hosting a birthday party and you say happy birthday to the actual birthday boy or gal, but then you walk around the room and you wish everyone a happy birthday on their behalf. I don't know why we do that, but
things about your country, the more that I think that you're just making them up as like a long con prank.
Which is a great segue into my first question, Boba. That's a really strong segue.
Is the Netherlands real?
No, I want to ask Zylus about being a history teacher. I want to.
I knew this was going to come up. I knew this was going to come up.
Zylus, you joined the Yogscast. You joined the Yogscast Guild actually quite a long time ago. Do you want to tell us about your joining of the Yogscast Guild and
Are you
going to
give the Nilesy version or not? Because he's going to be very upset if you don't.
Well, I was on Ventura the day that Zylus revealed this fact. So.
Yeah. I started hanging out with Yogs about 16 years ago, I think. I was never actually in the Ye Olde Goon Squad's guild at its inception. I was in a rival guild called RR Inc.
Oh my!
And for those,
drama.
yeah,
the drama.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, we basically I was in this guild with Mousie and Panda, and we did YouTube. Like before Simon Lewis, even did. Panda had this famous Thunderfuck series in.
Famous what?
So eloquently.
It's called Thunderfuck. Yeah. this was in Wrath of the Lich King when elemental shamans had access to this new ability called Thunderstorm, which allowed you to knock people off mounts. So he had made these compilations on YouTube where he would fly around, find people in the air, use that spell, and just watch them die, right? And then we did a bunch of other videos in WoW, and we kind of met Simon Lewis that way when they were doing their How to Flame Leviathan videos and that kind of stuff.
What was the first video you appeared on YouTube then? As like part of that series? Do you remember what the first one?
First video, I don't know if it's still up. Let me have a look. I know the first video I was in on Yogs, which was something in the Cataclysm beta for World of Warcraft.
How old
were
you?
My first,
Zylus? Can I ask?
How old was I at that point? I would have been
like 17?
17, nearing 18. Yeah.
Okay.
But when I first joined, like when I first hung out with Mousie and Panda, I was 16, pretending to be 19.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that's
I had to be
back in the day on the internet.
Yeah,
that's what you had to do. I wanted to be in a serious raiding guild.
I mean, the thing is, it's kind of like everyone else in the guild was 16, pretending to be 19, so it didn't really fucking matter. It's like you were gonna get by some fucking 70-year-old bloke. It's all fucking still teenage.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
up to a point. Like up to a point, the majority of people in that guild, there were maybe one or two that were lying just like I was, but the majority of them were actually like mid-20s, early 30s, even back then.
So
I have one of us.
You're making videos with Zylus and Panda, and you just meet the Yogsy gang, and you do some videos with them.
Yeah.
Did you move guild, or are you kind of like doing videos irrespective of your rival guild shit?
So we were doing irrespectively, like doing our own videos. Until we basically just started hanging out, just playing Heroes of Newerth for fun.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And just at a certain point, Nalzi, Pan, and I, we kind of just lost interest in hardcore raiding. Mm-hmm. And Lewis basically offered like, hey, why don't you come and hang out? We made our own little splinter guild called Congoloosh Anonymous.
What the hell is for all of these guys? What the hell? What's that even mean? What is a Congoloosh?
I don't know if you can say that. I don't even know what it means. I'm pretty sure you can't.
What is
bleep
that?
Bleep it.
Congoloosh is an alcoholic beverage that you can find on a very particular vendor in World of Warcraft. So it was just,
this is some nerd-ass shit.
I'm sorry, people fucking have a go at me for making up words and fucking speaking shit. Congoloosh Anonymous is fucking actually ridiculous. Thank God we are not. We don't work for Congoloosh Anonymous. Yogs is such a fucking better name.
I know. Congoloosh Anonymous was after Yogs.
Congoloosh is going on list of L's.
Yeah.
Congoloosh Anonymous, did you say?
Anonymous, yeah.
Congoloosh Anonymous. It's a play on words on, Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever.
Yeah. The World of Warcrafters, I know they loved their play on words because when I got into World of Warcraft, the guy that I was seeing was his name was it was Brad. Brad had a character called Hemogoblin.
Nice.
Which got banned. I don't know why.
Hemogoblin, love that. Love that.
That's a good name.
Yeah, but so to go back to your history teacher thing, for me to basically
spin the tale. This is your moment, Zylus, to right the wrongs of histrry as the history teacher.
Right the wrongs of history. Yeah. There's not really anything to write. It's just I wanted to be part of this 18 plus guild when I was 16. I made up this story where I was studying to be a history teacher. And once that lie had started, I felt like I had to keep it up. Then 2 or 3 years later, 2 years laed I started hanging out with the Yogs guys.
We met you in person before you.
I felt like I had to keep it. I had to keep it going.
I rolled you
a
joint, Zylus. We basically kissed.
That's true. I went to a hangout for the first time in the old office when it was just built. We played Magic the Gathering and so on. I hung out with Duncan and Strip, and I stayed at Duncan's place. At this point, I was an adult at this point.
Yeah.
But I still felt like, man, if I come clean now, they're gonna fucking hate me, and then they're gonna kick me out of the company.
And then they caught on when you named the wrong countries in the list of the Axis powers, and they were like, "Wait a second, this is something that a history teacher would know."
I don't remember exactly how it eventually came like to
You just
pass.
hopped on Vent and just told. Like, I was with hang out with T, and you
Was
just
it
told
like
me.
a
And
I was hanging out on Vent with Mousie and T, and I think you were there, Harry. Yeah, and Mousie was just like, "So, Zylus, is there anything you want to say?" You know.
How did they figure it out?
And
then?
he was just kind of alluding to it, you know, like he'd figured it out, and yeah, like it was clear that he had figured it out, and I was like, all right, well, if not now, then never, you know. So I just came clean, and he was like, "You fucking idiot."
I just remember the only bit that I remember being annoyed about is I've wasted like hours of my life asking you about your job, which is just not real. I've just wasted hours of my life that I'm never going to get back. just being like honestly, nice and asking about your job that just doesn't exist.
Well, you trained
Yeah, well.
Zylus in improv, so...
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We should.
Listen, why do you think I'm so good at lying in games like Among Us and
That's
Blood the
true.
Clock
It's
Tower?
been years.
This is just like... I started Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal, and the first episode of that is a guy that has, like, lied about his education to his trivia group
Fuck's
for
sake.
years, and he's like, I need to come clean, but I'm really scared, so they rehearse it, how he can tell them. Same thing.
Right.
I'm proud of you coming clean, Zylus, because it'd be fucking very awkward
Thanks.
to have kept it going any
It'd be
longer, I think.
Imagine if today was the day and I was like, guys, I'm going to tell you something.
I'd be like, I kind of caught on
16
to
years
that.
later.
Okay, so moving on to the positive. So you come clean, and then what is the first Yogs video that you put? You said it was Cataclysm, something?
So there were a few Cataclysm videos. Basically, there were only a few of us who had access to Cataclysm beta at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember helping Lewis and Simon with capturing some extra footage because I was one of the few people that did have access to that.
Mm-hmm.
I had this video that I recorded as well in Cataclysm that blew up on my own channel about it was like this new zone called the Maelstrom, where there was this shark flying around with a band on top of it playing music.
I don't know.
And I was the first person.
We didn't steal Werelords from that. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I was the first person to capture that and put it online, and like this massive WoW website called MMO Champion featured it.
Oh, shit.
And I think at the time, this was 16 years ago or something, it got almost 300,000 to 400,000 views, which was ridiculous in that period of time.
Yeah.
There wasn't
And
even
the
that many
funniest-
people alive in the world then.
I know, but that video is no longer up because I got contacted like a week later by this company that asked, "Hey, if we pay you £50, can we put this music on it?" And I was like, "Fuck it, £50." This is before YouTube could be monetized,
Yeah,
right?
this is legit,
So
yeah.
I put music on it, and I got paid £50 for it, and that's
wow.
kind of how I started with.
Well,
Just-
when you're not a history teacher, actually, it turns out 50
Exactly.
is pretty good.
Is that what caught Zylus out? They were like, why'd this history teacher take £50 for a music video?
I mean, £50 in a time when YouTube wasn't monetized yet was like
No, it's
shit.
10 years
you
ago.
know?
This is basically that's equivalent of like $2,000 today.
Yeah.
Like, inflation has not been kind.
Now, in today's money, you could only buy a 6-pack of eggs with that.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you're
That's
lucky.
true.
If you're lucky.
You'd have to
Um,
haggle as well.
What was
I do have.
Do you remember your first
yeah, I-
episode? I feel like I have to know, Zylus. What is your first episode of TTT? Do you remember it? Do you remember your first episode of TTT you recorded? Because I feel like that's when I think of your content, I think so deeply of TTT now. Like you're so entwined with it in my brain.
First episode of TTT. It was one of the earlier ones.
It must
Were
have
you
been.
it's-
still like characters that were just those basic guys? Like
It must have been.
CSOs?
We were just CTT, right?
Yeah, it was just like it's what people at the time called like the Classic 7. We're not going to talk about that because there were, yeah, I don't remember what exactly was the first one, but like it took like a year, I think, of me recording those videos before we even started changing into skins. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Were you always the frog or not? Were you kind
No.
of from day dot?
What were
No.
you originally?
I don't remember exactly. I think I played the Arthur skin at one point that Riddian ended up playing.
I was going to say, yeah, because Rithian was Arthas.
Yeah, but like I think I tried like 2 or 3 skins before I landed on Kermit and just stuck with it.
There's a
And
point
like
where
a
like
community member,
you've recorded too much of it, and then it's like, well, I guess I am the Kermit now.
we have easily recorded, like I at least have easily recorded well over 1,000
yeah, easily.
TTTs.
easily.
Wow.
Like, if not more. But the first video I was actually in was one of the Shadow of Israfels.
Which
There were
one?
a few that I played different characters. I don't know. I played. What were the fucking names? Of those
Daisy
characters?
Duke, there's Granny Bacon,
Skylord,
Old
No.
Peculiar,
All Peculiar. I played.
Nice.
Mr. Astley. Did you play Mr. Astley?
don't know.
Ashley.
Like
He
I
was
remember
the
like a
creepy-
zombie dwarf at one point.
Uh-oh, Simon's been spoiled. He says there were NPCs.
Oh no, Simon! No, Simon. They were nuns. Sorry, you're mishearing us, Simon. They were nuns. It's the
Right,
static.
sorry,
It'll
they were
break it
nuns.
up.
Yeah.
They were
yeah,
nuns. Simon, not NPCs. We're all nuns.
Spackle and Chuck. That's the one. I played
Oh
that one
my
as well.
God.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Did you?
there were a few.
Well, before we run out of time, Zylus, did you bring us a clip for us to watch or not? We got no clips.
I figured it would be fun to watch the very first video that, like, I was physically in
Okay.
a way.
Okay.
If you look up Yogscast Skyrim Collector's Edition unboxing,
Yes. I'm doing it right now. 1 second. Yogscast Skyrim. Wait, I remember this video. Is this?
I think a lot of people wouldn't realize that is me.
No, I remember this video.
Who is holding this camera?
It's you. You're.
This is me.
Were you nervous, Zylus?
Are you?
I was holding.
Oh my
No, it was a
God.
massive box, and I was holding a
Why is
camera
it in
with the other
French?
hand.
Why is it in French?
It's not French. It's
No,
Dutch.
it's
No,
it's in
that's
Dutch.
French.
It's-
Oh, it's because it's for the Benelux, and in large parts of Belgium they speak
Elder
French. Right?
Scrolls
Mate, you are
Skyrim.
fucking shaking up a storm in here.
That's because
This
Yeah, I mean,
is
that was,
crazy. How?
that's because they only have earthquakes in the Netherlands every day.
What were you filming it with?
Just a shitty
you know
camera, I
those
think,
things that
or
they used
or
to
a
have?
phone.
The ball that had all the spikes on it, and you turn it on, you put it on
Yeah.
the ground, it just shakes everywhere. Silas mounted his
Can we
GoPro
get-
to that.
Is there sound play? I can't even tell.
Yeah, it's just
There's
Lewis
it.
commentating it.
It's just I remember those toaster mics so fucking well.
Yeah.
Those were the days. Those were the fucking
Oh, I
days.
think I stand by they sound better.
So here we are. Look at this.
They sound better.
What
But they have a
even
certain
was-
charm to them.
What was the collector's edition? What actually was it like the Fusrodav model guy?
Oh, hold on.
There's a dragon. Do you still have
One
this?
sec. Yeah, hold on.
Wow.
Oh, he's gonna get it in real life.
Look at that dragon.
He's just left.
He's not coming
Should we just
back.
go to our next guest? Oh no, he's got it. Hey!
Wow, there he is.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Mr. Dragon.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Actually,
Dragon. Wow.
what date was this posted?
13 years ago. Wow.
1.3 million views for this one. What's the top comment?
Almost 14 years because it came out in November of
I'm
2011.
going to be living here for 2 years. Makes 5 videos.
There
What?
we are.
Don't know
Oh my
what that's
god,
reference to.
Look,
Man, this is
Todd
about
was
Skype.
there.
God, you filmed the whole unboxing, Zylus?
Wow.
He did. Look
Did you do it in
Filmed
one
the entire
take?
thing
Did you do it in one
in one take.
Wow.
In one
Damn.
take.
Such
at
a
him. This
pro.
guy's
Yeah.
a professional.
I'm a professional.
He's an absolute professional.
But yeah, like,
Wow.
listen, 10 plus years later, a filled personal YouTube channel,
Mhm.
plenty of other videos that I've been in on the main channel, and now I organize the content for that goes out on the main channel. So it's been a hell of a ride.
Been a hell of a ride. To another 17 years, eh?
Oh God, yeah.
Fucking hell, yeah. Time
And the
already.
rest is
Jesus
history.
Thank you for joining us, Silas. We'll,
Cheers,
we'll
guys.
see you later. Have a good one.
Happy birthday.
Cheers,
Happy
you
birthday.
too, guys. Happy
Bye.
birthday.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
What a guy.
What a guy. That's what people are saying in chat. They're saying, what a guy. What a guy. Boba, we're going straight into our next guest. We're already late for our next guest. We're already behind schedule.
This guy's going to be mad at us too, because this is our most punctual man.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
I'd say one of the most punctual.
Well, let's get right on into it. Have we got him ready, Pierre?
It is the guy.
The guy. What a guy.
What is your association with this guy? What do you think of when you think of this guy?
Storytelling. You know, that's literally my first association is
Yeah.
storytelling. I always think he's a storyteller. This one, he likes to tell a story. This one,
I think of this guy's name, and I'm like, that's his real fucking name. That's his
yeah,
real
true.
name.
I'm pretty jelly about the whole fucking name setup that he's got.
Maybe I'll just marry this guy,
Maybe we all, man.
so I can take that last name.
This is- you know,
'cause it's cool as
as
all
times
fuck.
as times to ask him. It's kind of the time.
Happy birthday, will you marry me?
Oh, look who it is, Rivian. Rivian, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing, sir?
Oh,
Happy
may I
birthday.
introduce
Happy birthday.
Mr. and Mrs.
Happy
Hellstrand?
birthday.
How you doing, Rivian?
La 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 la.
I'm doing fantastic. You got me up at a normal time for once, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry. It's a birthday.
I normally like to sleep in until way late and then stay up even later. But
Yeah.
this is good. This is good. It's a good
Rivian,
day.
we have to hark our minds back to 17 years ago. Can you tell us about your first interactions with the Yogscast? Because you are one
Yes.
of the most OG there are.
I am about as OG you could get, not counting like I think Duncan is basically the very first, really, aside from Lewis and Simon, obviously. So I played in the WoW guild with them, sort of. They were Alliance, I was Horde. But the Goon Squad basically had two different guilds. They had an Alliance guild and a Horde guild. I was in the Horde guild, they were in the Alliance guild. But I did have an alt, or like another character
Enemies
in
to
the Alliance
lovers
guild.
again.
So yeah, it's a little bit of enemies to lovers, really. But I was there with them every now and then, like doing some stuff. But I didn't really know them a lot. Just like chatted with them in guild chat, basically. I wasn't really doing much stuff with them until I want to say like early Wrath of the Lich King or something.
Okay.
Around that time, they had been starting to do their videos. They started the videos in the beginning of the World of Wrath of the Lich King beta, like their big boss kill videos that turned all comedic stuff that got them famous. And then they basically said, like, hey, we're gonna do a little fan meetup thing, could come and play games with us, and that'll be fun. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pop in. That could be fun. We played a little bit of TF2 and a lot of Heroes of New Earth. And I think at the time, I had a bunch of like extra heroes. This was back when it was in beta, so I had a bunch of extra keys for people. So I just like, yeah, I'll get people invited. So obviously, oh, this guy's got keys, And we played a bunch of games, and I think at the time there was probably about 15, 20 people in this little fan meetup thing. I say meetup, it was all online. It was basically just on a Trilla server. And apparently made an impression because I got basically invited back. Like, you should come to our actual private.
Wow, what did
Trilla
you
server,
do?
and we
What
should
was
play more
like?
games.
What was like your? You like a cool dance?
I guess one thing I noticed that like I talked more. Like
Okay.
a lot of people were kind of shy. I noticed when they were there, or they were just talking about the stuff they'd done. So it's a little bit of, maybe they were starstruck. I'm not sure. But I just like, oh, hello. Because to me, like, yes, they did videos, but they were just some dude in the Alliance Guild. I don't really care. I had nothing, like, whatever. Like,
You put them in their place,
I like
and they liked
is
it.
it the Alliance factor? You just instantly look down on them. You're like, you're not that special. You're just Alliance. Have you always been Horde?
you're just Alliance.
Are you Horde through and through?
I
Rivian?
mean, no, right now I'm Alliance.
I'm so sorry for
no.
you. You're all right. Are you okay?
I know it's hard life, to be honest. Like I'm Horde deep in here, but eventually all the people I play with keep swapping back and forth. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was the
what
whole
happens. And you're like, great. Are you telling me
Yeah.
I've got to pay for another
Great.
transfer
Now I gotta
again?
pay Blizzard even more money to transfer. It's like,
So dumb.
I've given them. I looked up once
Oh.
No.
how much total money. I will never do that again, and I have blanked out the money I paid in terms of pure like server transfer fees. How much
Yeah.
money I've given Blizzard?
Oh.
Not good. But anyway, so we did that for a while, and then the Cataclysm hit. The Cataclysm beta hit. I was in that as well. Zylus was talking a little bit about that. And I had already been making like videos for fun for that for a while, just like boss kill videos, fun highlights of like Hon matches and random stuff. And
It's so crazy.
then-
Just hearing you and Zylus speak
Yeah.
on Hon, and I played some Hon. Like Hon
Yeah.
did feel like a big thing for a moment, and it fucking
I thought
died.
that was going to be the big one.
Died so
Yeah.
quickly. Like I think we're saying
So,
the words Hon, and
yeah.
most people won't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so Heroes of New Earth. Basically, Dota was a Warcraft 3 mod, and it was popular, but then like it was obviously feeling old. So then two games basically split from that, trying to basically be the new Dota 2. It was League of Legends, and it was Heroes of New Earth.
Yeah.
Back when they were in beta, they were both free to play. It was fine. But then when it came out, Heroes of New Earth went back in there like, okay, now buy us for $20 or $30 maybe.
Yeah.
And then you have all the heroes and it's all good. while League of Legends tried this revolutionary new thing called free-to-play with viable heroes. And while League of Legends spiraled massively into popularity,
we know which one
Heroes
won.
of New Earth
Yeah.
stuck for a while, but they won so quickly. But of course, if you played one of them, you kept being really dismissive of the other. And in fact, this is where we get to probably one of my favorite in retrospect videos that we ever did. In fact, I'll see if I can find it for us. We should do it like in the long run, but like let's see. Rythian watches Yogscast most unpopular video.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
There we go. Most is liked. So okay, I'm on the computer. I don't know if you
Yeah, I can
you
see.
get
I
it up
can
real
see. I can
quick.
see.
So
When did this video come out?
this is basically so because I done on videos, Lewis.
I remember.
Yeah,
this
Lewis.
video.
Lewis asked me to basically like, hey, can you make some videos about the Heroes of New Earth, Heroes of New Earth heroes, and we'll pay you money. You put it on our, we make them together. And I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds good.
Got a lot of this.
I remember
So,
this video coming out.
Yeah. So I made like maybe 2 or 3 Hon videos at the time, and then they're like, you should do a League of Legends one as well.
Today we are looking at a new hero in League of Legends because we have to give balance.
Wait, so is that
to
the
games.
hero
We
just
feel that as
Timbersaw?
an objective YouTube
It
channel.
basically-
we need to
Is it just
like,
Timbersaw?
to be fair,
yeah,
It's kind of Timbersaw, yeah.
Rythian's
Like,
here
because-
because
Hello again.
both of them basically ripped off everything from Dota originally.
Yeah.
Both Heroes of New Earth and the League of Legends.
Yeah.
But so we were like, in theory, even though we played Hon and barely any League of Legends, we wanted to be fair, right? We wanted to be fair with our balanced opinion. That lasted about 2 minutes into this video before we just started shitting all over League of Legends.
I mean, I
and
hate League too.
saying,
It's something natural.
Yeah.
You just played on. I think you just hate League.
gameplay before. This is
and we just started making fun of it and calling it like babies MOBA, like for people who didn't have credit cards, like this. And the comments were so mad, so mad at us.
yeah, poor man.
It was
so
it was
funny.
great. It was fantastic.
Fuck.
In retrospect, I'm looking like I looked at this was back on my I think 10th anniversary or whatever. I went back to look at it and it's like it's so funny how just insulting we were to everyone who played League of Legends.
Different
I
era of the
tried to
internet.
go-
You don't
yeah.
care. Don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it was different back then. It was fun.
Yeah.
So,
But around that point, like, yeah, I started making. Basically, I'd made some videos. So then Lewis was like, "Can you make Hon videos for us? Like, you recorded the footage, get on a call. This is how we recorded it back in the day. We all went on Ventrilo, and we launched multiple Ventrilo clients that muted individual versions of us, and all of them exported the in-current audio. So you got these weird, pure, no Audacity, nothing, just pure Ventrilo sound quality to use. And I also edited in Sony Vegas because because listen, I didn't like it at the time, but it was the one that was free. I say free.
It was like
If you sailed the high seas, it was free.
I mean, even to buy it, I don't think it was that expensive. It was like 120 quid.
Yeah.
Like it was like it's like
Yeah, it was
expensive
doable,
software,
but that
it
was
like
too much for
doable.
me at the time. Basically, it was too much for me at the time. So it wasn't great, but like it did it long enough, right? And then after a while, Lou says, "Do you want to just have a channel?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what I would do." But I guess like Let's Plays were obviously becoming big at that point. So towards the end of 2011, very late in 2011, I made my very first video. My very first video was Call of Duty 3, believe it or not. it was
I
great.
think Duncan's was
I
a
was
Call
a
of Duty
COD
video
guy.
as well, wasn't it? I think you both
Yeah.
started. Both of your first videos were Call
yeah.
of Duty videos.
Yeah, I didn't even intend to. It just happened to be that was the one like I had been recording. It's like I'll put it up, I guess.
Yeah.
But then I started doing Bastion, the first like Supergiant game, and like okay. Then people were like, okay, this is what we like from you. We like it when you like play single player games and talk a lot. So like, okay, sure.
Bastion was a
So that
quality
was fun.
game as well. I feel like
Yeah,
I
it was great
associate.
fun.
I said Storyteller. I feel like I associate you with the Blackrock series so strongly in my brain,
yeah.
and just with your
Oh
like
god, yeah.
your like kind of like lore storytelling stuff. I feel like although maybe the stories were never as like large or wide in scope as Shadow of Isfell. I always felt like yours had more story in them than the Shadow of Isfell stuff and the Jeff Fetchy stuff.
I think so, to a degree. Basically, like at one point in time, we had a big old Minecraft event. It was like, okay, everyone get like a +1 to join your team. I think it was Crown Conquest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah. And I asked Zoe, it was like, do you want to join me for this? And she's like, sure, okay. And we did that, and like that was really fun. And then when everyone was doing the Tech It, so like, I kind of want to do a Tech It thing. Like, Zoe, do you want to do a Tech It thing? And again, she's like, sure. I cannot give Zoe enough credit for my success in life, honestly. If I think I would have done okay if Zoe hadn't joined me for Blackrock Chronicles, but or just Tech It, I think at the time it was called Tech It.
This is really what you're trying to say, Ravin, is thank you, T. T was
T as well. Hey, you know the funny thing is, he wasn't even supposed to be a real character in the show. He was just supposed to be a fun Easter egg.
Yeah.
While we were recording, he was supposed to be seen in the background every now and then. And then for fun, he just started shooting arrows. But then he accidentally hit Zoe and killed her, and she just died. And then we just like started improvising, and then we just brought him in, and then all of a sudden he was a character in the show as well. It was very, very funny.
I told Zoe the other day that Crown Conquest was like the first thing that I saw her in, and I remember being like, oh my gosh, they brought a girl in too, and she's playing Minecraft, and she seems so cool. So then I was like, I like cool. Zoe.
Oh.
And that was like, for me, it's like the representation, right? Of like, oh, a girl playing with them, like that's so cool.
Yeah, she was great. She was absolutely great.
Cute.
Yeah, it was great fun. And honestly, like, it sort of just continued after there. Like, the BlackRock stuff became the big success, and I focused always on like a lot of story-driven single-player games, a lot of stealth, a lot of strategy stuff. Did a lot of XCOM,
which
Dishonored.
You're still doing now. You're still doing with Brian and Kirsty right now.
Yeah, we so for a while, and I mean, so half of that's your fault, Harry, pretty much. But because for a while I was like, all right, 2013 or whatever, it's like I finally had to give up trying to make BlackRock a thing. It just been too long a break. It just wasn't working. So like, I had to give up and say sorry to all the fans. This not more is happening. And then we did other stuff, and with Brian and Kirsty, we just played Minecraft for fun on stream, and that was great. And then Harry came to me one point and was like, yo, we're doing Jeff Factory. Do you want to maybe do a little cool cameo? Just tell them to get a flower. That's all. You can do however much lore you want or whatever. And my brain goes, if this was in BlackRock, what would I say? And I scripted together and sent the thing. And then after that, like Kirby and Bryony had been on my ass for a while of like, it would be so cool if you did something. And I was adamant, I am not doing another full Minecraft roleplay thing. It's too much work. I can't do it.
It is a lot of work.
But maybe we could do just a fun stream for a bit with like a story premise, and then maybe I'll do some like stories, some audio stories. And that's what we ended up doing ultimately. It was kind of like everything came together, so that's why
I just really cool
gone like it's now evolved. Canon. It's like canon basically is the thing. It's funny. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really, really awesome. Right, we are running out of time. We got to keep it moving.
Yeah, we are. 50 minutes per person. I gotta get out.
Thank you.
I was gonna link. I will just quickly reference it. Another video I was gonna link today before I decided to show this old League of Legends video was the one where me, Boba, and Bryony played Trine. And they exploded into laughter.
Like a minute
let's have a minute of it. Let's
sure, yeah. Okay,
good.
Quick minute. We'll go over, but Silas went over too. So here we go.
He blames us.
Yeah,
I am perfecto.
So yeah, Trine is great, and I was playing with Boba and Bryony, and they were in the studio, and it's good times.
And we're just all like, well, not really. Me and Bryony are just a bit dumb.
Move the box away. I
We're
can
just
be on the
doing
boulder.
dumb stuff and being silly.
Well, well, this is how it starts.
On the boulder. Just move the box away. Oh no. Just move the box away, okay?
Where'd you want it?
So that you guys can use it to
Gaming?
without even the box.
Gaming?
This is top tier gaming.
We don't know how we get up, Rithian.
We are so bad at fucking video games, aren't we?
Speak for yourself.
What are
I'm
you
standing
two
there alive.
doing?
We started panicking, then we started laughing, so we couldn't game. And then, because Rithian was laughing so hard, and the laugh where he throws his head back, and it just kept getting us laughing even harder.
And then Boba laughs hard, and she does the little snort laugh she does every now and then, and that sets me off.
Yeah.
And I start laughing, and then she starts laughing, and I think it goes on for about 5 full minutes.
Yeah,
of just broken cycle of laughter. My stomach hurts for like a full 1 hour after that stream.
I think I was crying actively.
Yeah. It was. I
It's not even complicated what you're trying to do. It's like so easy.
It's really quite
so funny.
This has got to be like a tutorial level.
Yeah.
Oh my god, classic.
I think all 3 of us started cry laughing.
Yeah.
And
Because I'd laugh and then the snort would happen and the delay of it would then get Rithian going and then I would laugh at Rithian, it was just like a feedback.
Oh my god.
Feedback loop of laughter.
It was so good.
Yeah, honestly, 17 years of this. 17 more, right?
17 more. Let's
keep being funny.
Do a ton more.
Being fun.
It's been a good time.
Yes,
Thank you,
I think
Rivian.
that sounds good.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me here. I didn't even get to talk about how when a young boy named Harry came to me and said, "Do you want to have a logo made?" And you put a little Metroid on a shield with some wings and some swords.
Classic stuff.
What a boy!
He was a young boy at the time. It was a good time. All right, I have to go. I'm taking up time, but I could talk Yogscast stories for
forever.
ages, but
we'll have to do it again. We'll do it all again
turn.
next year. Save them all for next year.
Yeah. I'll save them for the
Birthday.
18th anniversary.
When we get to
Happy
enroll
birthday,
the
everyone in
Yogscast
chat.
the army.
Have a brilliant time. Enjoy the rest of the stream. This is it for me. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye,
See you, Rivian.
Bye.
What a guy.
What a lovely bloke. We love our Rivian. Good old Rivian. All right, if we got our next guest lined up, Pierre, how are we looking? Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. How you doing, Boba?
Good.
You feeling birthday?
I'm feeling birthday.
Yeah? You feeling birthday? Give us a toot.
Why was it so difficult?
That's nice. These things are horrible.
Yeah, they're like...
It's like a dying seagull.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's pretty fucked up.
How do you...
Everyone feeling awake now?
Yeah, does that wake you up?
Wake
There's
you up?
something to take the edge
It's
off.
birthday time. Bring out the nuns.
Where are they?
Where are the nuns? All right, next guest, time for, who have we got? Drum roll. Mousie, how you doing? Oh, you got a toot.
Two?
Nice fucking toot. Jesus, how you doing, Mousie?
Yeah, I got the good ones. I'm doing good. Good morning.
Good morning to you too. Wide and awake, more awake than Rivian?
I've been up since 6 a.m. So
God.
Why?
Okay, wow, pretty good.
I like to see daylight.
That's fair. It's rare. That's rare within the Yogscast.
Yeah, I decided that going into my 30s, I wanted a better sleeping schedule. So
that sounds like a worse one to me.
I'm impressed by that.
I wouldn't like that.
I get up. I normally get up at 7 a.m. and then I stay up until like 1.
That's not enough sleep.
Wait, what? Okay, I thought you were like he's going to bed at like 11 or something. Waking up.
No.
Okay, that's like just you can't have both worlds where you're both staying up late and waking up early.
But I can try.
God's sake, how you doing there, Mousie? It is, of course, your 17th birthday, so we are harking back to the early days. Now, actually, I feel like I don't know if this is known by a lot of people, but actually, before you joined the Yogscast, you were very, very deep in YouTube Minecraft scene. Can you talk to us a little bit about your history with Minecraft? Because I feel like you don't play Minecraft. You haven't played Minecraft in a long time. A lot of people wouldn't associate that game with you, but you are like, in my mind, an OG Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh my god, I guess, yeah. I do occasionally dip my toes back into it, but oh my god, it's been a very long time. I got my started in content creation on YouTube. I somehow stumbled into a group of fairly big Minecraft YouTubers and became friends with them, and they said, "Hey, you're funny. You should make videos." And somehow that worked out.
How did you meet them?
I remember I came across someone's video, and I didn't know anything about the internet. I was running a skate park at the time, and I sent one of them a. Yeah, I used to manage a skate park, and so I just tweeted at one of them, and they invited me to play or something, and it just, I ended up becoming really good friends with a few of the other ones in that group, and Amy had me in a bunch of her videos and so on, and that was how I met Nettie and Martin, and became really close to them, and that's I used to be quite big in the Minecraft scene. It was quite
Do you miss Minecrafting, or is it actually? I guess my real question is, do you miss being family friendly?
Yeah,
because
that's what I was thinking too.
That's
no.
Because for quite a few years, you lived on the family friendly side of YouTube, which is certainly not a side the Yogscast has ever really flirted with much.
No, it was very difficult. You had to censor yourself so heavily, which was a little bit soul crushing, I won't lie. There was a lot of like games that I just couldn't play because they were just any sort of blood or anything like that.
Shit, of course, yeah.
Yeah, just anything that was just even sort of, even playing horror game like maps in Minecraft way back was sort of edging basically a little bit to the line. And I remember when I joined the Yogscast, I finally put out a video and was like, I can't do this anymore. I want to be a grown-up now, please. I'm in my early 20s. I want to go drink and have a good time.
Because you did the 100 babies challenge or stuff like that in Minecraft, right? Or you had like
Sims.
A daycare thing in Minecraft too?
Yeah, so I did a bunch of Minecraft roleplay stuff. So I wrote a whole series called like Mousie's World that was a cute little magical thing, and then I played a lot of Diner Dash as a teenager, and I was like, I can make this a Minecraft roleplay, and it ended up being incredible. People really, really liked that. And then I also did a doggy animal daycare series that was just chaos. And then, there was a few other things that I did here and there that were, I do occasionally miss writing those series. I don't miss how much work it was. Because I got even less sleep than I do now. Just filming, getting other YouTubers in on that, and it was a lot.
On the PG angle, did you find that it would bleed into like the rest of your life? Like, 'cause spending hours at your computer trying, actively to not swear, I feel like that does make you then eventually not swear elsewhere. Like, did you feel yourself or were you like actually it was like, I'm off camera, I have to just say fuck
I had the mouth of a sailor. I had the mouth of a sailor outside of YouTube because it was just like my little act of rebellion outside of being on camera.
That's funny.
But that's why it was so particularly soul crushing, because it was like I'm a grown up outside of this, but. The fans were really lovely. I remember getting flown out to like some of the first events I ever did, and the kids were always so lovely. There were a few of them that would dress up as my character, which was just
that
really
honestly would be
adorable.
such a bizarre experience. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really cute. I remember there was one who dressed up in like tutus and stuff, and it was really sweet.
That's cute. So what was the first Yogscast? What was the first Yogscast video you appeared in? I feel like was it a stream? Did you come down for a jingle jam?
It was so the whole way I got into the Yogscast was I wanted to move to the UK, and Martin was like, they might be able to help you.
Another Martin W. We're getting another. Sparkles is bigging up Martin. Mousie's bigging up Martin. Fucking Martin's not even on this stream.
Martin was like, they might be able to help you. So I had no idea who the Yogscast were when I signed the contract.
Oh wow. Do you know now?
Who are you?
No. Good folks. All right.
I think the first stream that I was on was the Jingle Jam after I signed. It would have been 2017.
The clip, I don't know if it was from that Jingle Jam. I feel like the clip I was with you at Jingle Jam is it Tyrion talking about the ham with Lewis? And you're like doing Triforce with them, I think? Did you appear and do
I think that was the one after.
Was that 2018
I think it was
maybe?
2018, yeah. That was 2018. Because 2017 was Greg's. The big
fuck's sake, yeah.
Lewis doxed my real name after years of keeping it like dead secret. That was my initiation the year I joined, having my real name
Lewis
doxed.
L.
Lewis
Classic,
L.
classic
So
doxer.
we're collecting Lewis L's on a notepad. Doxing real names. Fine.
Yep.
Fine, just add it to the list.
There was the Cleveland tourism videos. That was 2017.
Okay.
I don't remember which year the Clown Man incident happened, but I do remember the ham.
What are you talking
Clown Man.
The Clown
know.
Man incident.
They'll know.
You'll know. See, people in chat know. At least we're not Detroit. That's the Cleveland tourism videos. These videos are out there somewhere. Someone
They're
will
out
find
there.
them, I'm sure.
Did you bring a clip for us to watch, Mousie? Did you bring?
You could easily find the Greg's video.
Okay.
Someone clipped that down and made a video out of it. That is out there. Gay that clown man. That's the
What
other
is
one.
Greg's?
I don't even remember that.
Oh my god.
The day I learned about Greg's.
How long have you been in this country?
What is
Here we go.
Greg?
He's
God,
like
I was
the
so blonde.
Alan Sugar.
The reason
No,
I
he's like the
bleached
Donald
my
Trump.
hair that blonde was because I found out that y'all had a green screen. When I found out I was coming to Jingle Jam that year after I signed, my hair was green.
Oh my god.
My hair was silver
Okay,
green, and I went, shit.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
really
gonna have
funny.
to bleach
And he
it.
has all of these properties that are called Greg's. You know,
Oh my
like
god.
there's-
Wait, they just. Oh my god. I do remember
Trump
this clip.
Tower.
They just gaslight you.
Okay.
So there's Greg's.
Are they common?
They're very common.
I had no idea.
Very common.
I did not understand that for a long time.
That's
I think
fucked.
until
Neither
I
did I.
moved here, and I was like, oh, I get it
That's
now.
fucked.
I was genuinely
Simon Lane,
you can tell
everybody.
I'm laughing because they're laughing as
Simon
well.
Lane.
Like I had no idea what the joke was. I was laughing because they were laughing, and I went, yeah,
So
okay,
I like that
happening?
Paul Gascoigne is on the screen. It's just oh god. Let's bring in Lewis's L's again. Can't look at that. Jesus. What a classic. What a
What a
classic.
guy.
We're slowly running out of time, Mousie, but are there any other fond memories of these 17 years of Yogscast?
Oh.
Or anything you're excited for the future?
It's very. I feel like it's very basic, but also very not basic. But Jingle Jam is always a very special, magical time. I feel
It's a
'Cause
great time.
we all come together like
Yeah.
this, big reunion of people, and it's very special and nostalgic.
I do feel like we spend half the year being excited for Jingle Jam and half the year slowly recovering from Jingle Jam.
I'm already planning it. I'm already planning. I have 4 streams I'm planning already.
Oh my God.
And working on.
Let's go.
Because I'm gonna be putting my all into it, and even while doing that, I'm like, we're doing it. It's jingling and jamming. I'm gonna see it.
It's a good vibe.
But there's so many little moments that happen throughout that time period that are just really great because we all get to be together and
Yeah.
do good things and have good times. So
It's exciting. Well,
Yeah.
roll on 2025. Give me a couple more months. I'll take a couple more months before Jingle Jam this year, but it's not far off. It's not far off. So get excited.
Not
We're
far
excited to
at
see some
all.
Mousie streams this year. Then, very good. We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah.
We'll see, and I guess we'll see you soon, Mousie. Thank you very much for joining us. Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Enjoy the
Happy
day.
birthday! Oh wait, here you go.
It's so loud.
I like it.
Thank you, Mousie. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lovely.
Good.
Okay, Mousie. What a great one. We've had some great guests. This has been some good guests, Boba. Who put this together? Not me.
I didn't. They were.
The nuns.
I think Sparkles last night was like, "Oh yeah, what's this stream tomorrow about?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Oh.
They told me to. They told me to get ready.
Oh, they just
and come
lied.
in.
What do they say to him?
Well,
These hats are so itchy.
yeah, I'm
You-
taking
you
it
itch-
off because I was like, "Oh my god, my chin is hurting somehow."
I keep itching my beard and be like, oh no, it's just the fucking
Yeah.
the string is like the most
Well,
painful
they're
thing in the
probably
world.
calibrated for children's heads.
Oh, and children enjoy this level of slight pain.
Yeah.
it's fun for me a child.
That's how you keep
Yay.
the bad inside of the kid.
Yeah, that's good. That's like it was like Victorian era style
Yeah.
parenting. We're waiting for our next guest.
A dunce cat.
Are they going to be joining us in person? Do you know?
I don't know. Yes.
They are going to be joining us in person. Wow.
Tell them while they're out there if they can bring my cardigan with them from my desk would be so lovely.
Tell them if they're out there, can they bring some nuns?
Never mind, they're
They're here.
here. But when they leave, they could go get my cardigan from my desk, and I would love that and enjoy it so much.
Okay. Let's see who we got. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Pedguin, everybody. Woo! Claps. Well, hello, sir. How are you doing?
Good.
Put your party hat on. They're so comfortable.
Happy birthday to you too.
Happy birthday.
Wow, famous Instagram reel star Pedguin.
Yeah.
I think,
Enjoy gamers or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything but YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Terraria people are being recommended peak, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" And they scroll past it, and the algorithm says, "Well, I guess,
They don't give a shit.
guess the algorithm's not gonna go anywhere."
Outside of molding a vertical video, how are you doing, Pedguin? You having a good time? Having a good birthday?
Yeah, it's been a great birthday. Came in, chatting, reading some Invincible comic books, and just chilling out.
Very nice.
Picking up your packages.
Oh yeah.
Your copious amounts of packages at the Yogscast, always. Ped, you've been in the Yogscast quite a while now. I want to say, is it been 10 years?
I
think it might have been.
Not yet.
It's got to be coming up on 10 years, right?
I joined in 2017. So
Ooh, close. What is man? I remember when I first met you. Did I meet you in Long Beach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have
Long Beach.
No fucking way.
the partner, the TwitchCon from Long Beach.
That was sick.
Wow.
That's when me and Pedguin first met. We hung out. It was a good time. Do you know what I remember? My only real memory from that Long Beach, and I think we were there together, was we were at a Denny's at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had my flight at 11. So that was good. That was a good time. It's basically the only time, as a Brit, I understand you go to Denny's is at 5 in the morning. Is that correct, Boba, for drunk food?
I guess so, yeah. That or Waffle House.
Okay, Waffle House, yeah. But that's been a long time, Ped. How's it been going? What's been some highlights? Talk us through it.
It's been good. It's been good. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. So I first met you at that TwitchCon. And you guys had done some Terraria stuff. I had done some Terraria stuff, and we're like, oh, you told me about Jingle Jam, and you were like, yeah, we do this charity thing. And I in 2017, that's when I did one stream. It was like a Terraria stream that I'd organized with some people, and it went really well.
Did you do it with Chippy and Python? Was that?
That's right. I brought them down, brought my boys down, and we did a big fun stream.
Yeah, it was really great.
It was really good, and the Terraria devs were there, our community was there. It was a huge stream, raised a lot of money, and it was good. And a little bit after that, I think you we got on, we were going back and forth, and you eventually was like, oh, would joining the Yogs be something you're interested in? And I was like, oh yeah, because at that point in time in my life, it's YouTube is a weird thing. You'd think it's like super like social, and you're like meeting people and talking to people and stuff like that, but it felt really isolating at that time in my life, where I wasn't really going out with people, going to events, hanging out.
Like those last, honestly, I feel like at that era, like TwitchCons were kind of good. Like they felt like this moment where like everyone is just stuck inside for the entire year, and they come together for this big party. Like I felt like a really exciting thing that we always look forward to.
So that at that point in my life, I was like, yeah, I just want to get out there and meet people, and that was a good opportunity to do so. And now I'm in Bristol, and I get to see you guys all the time. And
it's great.
It is. I
mean, as soon as we met you, we were like, "Oh, Pedguin's fucking amazing. Why is he not? Why is he not coming and hang out with us loads? Like, he's the best boy. Get this boy in here. Yeah, I need more boy." But I mean, you stopped doing Terraria and you kind of moved on. I feel like in that way, did we enable you to become a variety boy? Like,
100%.
Did we help you free yourself from the chains of
the shackles,
the shackles of Terraria?
I think as I joined the Yogscast, I was like, okay, this is like an opportunity for me to like branch out and not have to be like this one trick pony, essentially. And immediately I was just streaming whatever. I was playing 7 Days to Die and all these other games.
I mean, you have streamed, I would say, more games than anybody else in the Yogscast. Like, it is astounding how many different games you've played. Like,
maybe
if I see a new game, I'm like, oh, Pedguin's probably played it. And I'm like, on your channel, I'm like, yeah, you played it. Like, it's actually mental.
Yeah, well, it depends, because sometimes I'll have those moments where I just hyperfixate on one game for an extended period of time.
Yeah, but that's like, then I'm like, he's just, but then even then you're like QAing the game. So I feel like that's an interesting part of your history that people don't know. Like, you did some QA stuff, didn't you?
I before I started doing YouTube and stuff, I was doing game design. So I was like really into that. But I just accidentally stumbled into YouTube and was like, oh, this is, rather than have 500 unfinished games that I start a new project every couple of months,
this, I can kind of bounce around from like YouTube video to YouTube video to stream, and my ADHD can kind of like exist in this ecosystem, sort of thing.
Which I mean works. I think it works.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's been some highlights? What's been some things you look back on?
Does this look familiar? This T-shirt.
Oh no!
Rog never dies.
Rog never dies. I mean, you know what? That maybe was of the more recent years. That was one of my favorite 24 hours of my life. Spending
That's actually wild.
Spending what was it? 14 hours in a warehouse outside of Montpellier in France.
That was such an experience, though. And as someone who's,
I felt like it was such a bonding experience. I felt like I left there as even better friends with all of you.
Yeah.
Than
imagine spending like 24 hours in an escape room with someone.
Yes. That's the challenge was the challenge was you can't leave for 14 hours. Like,
it's a survival challenge.
It does something, doesn't it?
I think it made me never want to play Portal ever again. I just remember my sadness when the Minecraft game mode didn't work, Ped. It was like the only thing I was holding out hope for was that we might be able to win the entire event if we get to play Minecraft, and it didn't work. And I think I wanted to cry. And they're off. There's so many classics. Like shout out Duncan and Mousie. Like the squad, me, you, Ravs, and was it me, you, Ravs, and Sips and G?
Yeah.
Yes, we were the ones playing.
The squad was locked in. We were like not trying that hard, but fucking OC and Duncan were absolutely killing it.
They were just in the trenches.
So funny.
Like,
yeah, it was
and
good.
We did well, all right? We performed, okay?
The people we were playing against had like professional esport players.
They were all FPS players, and 90% of the games were FPS except Party Animals.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so fun. I remember
we killed it, Party Animals.
when you spent like 2 hours building Lego houses in Fortnite, but it just wasn't even a challenge. It was just like 3 points.
It was like, build this, get a point. I was like,
oh my
I'll get
god,
Evelyn. I'll bring her on the team.
Yeah, us destroying them with Party Animals was so funny.
Oh,
it's good. So good times. Good times. What things are you looking forward to then? What's exciting you in the near future? Any cool games? I mean, you're deep in the peak hole at the moment.
I'm deep in the peak hole. You know, my shorts have been doing really well. I've got lots of people coming to my stream from them and stuff like that. But it's only a matter of time until I'm like cold turkey, no peak ever. You know what I mean? All or nothing.
Yeah.
I hit a wall and then I'm just like, everyone's gonna be like, I miss
peak.
I miss peak Pedguin, dude. That was peak.
You're playing Terraria, like, are you not happy? Are you not entertained?
And then I miss Party Animals Pedguin. That was so good.
Fall Guys.
It's always a Fall Guys.
Dread Hunger.
I miss Dread Hunger Pedguin. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for a long time, my biggest Yogscast association with you was winning the poker. That poker dub was like so like monumental. It was such like a drama moment. That was also the 9 of Diamonds year, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that was like that might be one of the greatest like Yogscast poker nights of all time.
Yeah.
Like you like playing the heel, dubbing out poker, like was just so good.
Yeah.
I feel like it just riled everyone up. I loved it.
It was,
as someone who just doesn't care about the poker from the sense of like, I don't give a shit about winning. Like I thought it was the most entertaining thing ever.
Oh, it was.
Do you have a favorite clip though from these last what was it, 7-8 years?
Oh my goodness! I mean, those poker ones are really good, aren't they?
The poker's pretty great.
And the rogging was good.
The rogging was fucking great. Can we get the rog up?
There's got to be something.
I think there was a highlight of all like the rog moments, and we won like a really important years.
Fuck it, you could just watch the 12-hour stream. Honestly, I'd watch the 12-hour stream. I think this is Ped's highlight. All 12 hours.
This is Duncan and O's highlight.
Look at them. That is the typical screenshot right there.
I just love that. Oh god, this stream is so good. Shout out Nvidia, shout out ROG.
I think that's a good opportunity, and that was amazing. I've watched,
there he is.
Look at you right there.
Making my Lego house.
He's making his Lego houses. This is when we got destroyed in Call of Duty. Do you remember this?
I mean, this is as close as I'll ever get to like an esports setting, right? Like,
what's this? What was this game? You did this game. I didn't.
This is also in Fortnite.
What?
Half of the games were in Fortnite, and you had to like get a certain lap. You had to do like crazy tricks.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Ped. I'm gonna say it. Me and you tried so hard to win points. Okay,
We did.
I'm not saying the rest of the team didn't try. What I'm saying is, me and Ped tried so hard to win points. Okay, and it was just Sips, Ravs, and G. They had a great time in France. Me and Ped were trying really hard to win points. I played so much Portal. Sips just played Diablo.
That wasn't even one of the recommended games.
I don't know if it was.
She's also played Diablo.
Wait, it's me playing Portal.
Portal.
So like, what I had this little laptop that I was streaming from, and I had the speed run, the world record speed run open on it, and I'd pause it, I'd do the thing that they did, and then I'd unpause it and do it again. It was good.
That's the best way of doing it.
That's why it's a speed run.
Well, you did also TwitchCon not last year but the year before, where you won Party Animals thing with what's his name, Virtual.
So I signed up as a sub, and then
oh my god, I don't want to watch the Valorant. I can't watch the Valorant. It's too painful.
We can watch the CS:GO though. Remember, we won that clutch game.
Oh yeah, which one? Which game?
I think it was like.
The AI drawing.
Oh my god.
The AI drawing.
Oh, that's
okay. I didn't understand. Okay. So what nobody told me at any point in the setup to this was that we were meant to be drawing a landscape. They just told me we were doing AI drawing game. So I was like, I'm just going to draw a funny thing. I'm drawing the funny thing that they're describing. Where's like the comparison? Did they show the comparison of all of them at the end?
Oh my god.
When they do it at the end, don't they?
Oh.
Yeah. So like they were all meant to be making. So look at these drawings.
They were like, oh my god, they must have hated us.
But
like
they didn't tell me it was meant to be a landscape. Like they were like, you just draw and it will just make like an art out of it. It's so bullshit. If I'd been told it was a landscape, I would have like obviously figured out what we were trying to draw. Instead, I drew a fucking wizard trying to jack off a snowman.
I think we were the last ones to go, so they were just like, they probably get the picture by now. But we didn't watch. We weren't there. Like,
well, yeah, we were fucking playing Portal.
Yeah, like we didn't know what was happening.
I think. Even if French translator, that's stupid. Yeah, I mean, also it does describe our like vibe towards the entire event, which was we're there to have fun.
Yeah.
We're not there to try hard, and I just think that was like.
That was good.
I think that was the winning play.
Yeah, I think we had fun.
I think that is somehow the Yogs set up a lot, though, is somehow we'll get invited to these things where it's like these people who play games professionally, and then we're there and we're like, well, we'll have a nice time.
What are we fucking doing? Yeah.
Like when we do the MCCs and stuff, and like I participate in those, and I get put on a team with people, and they're like, oh, like, what do you do with Minecraft for your channel? I'm like, I don't. And they're like, and I'm like, I'm going to be last in everything. I'm really sorry, but I will have a nice time with you.
We're going to have fun. Well, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
I mean, we can look back at this and not be like, oh, we lost and oh, damn it. Oh.
No, I thought it was fucking dubs. It was dubs that we won anything.
Yeah.
It was dubs that Duncan and Nosy were still friends at the end of this.
Yeah.
Which is good. Pedguin, thank you for joining us. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy Yogs birthday to you,
Can you bring
sir?
me my cardigan, please? I'm chilly.
Okay, yes.
It's at my desk.
And it's our next guest in person as well, Pierre.
Oh.
Wow, what an honor. Well, we'll bring in our next guest. Thank you, Pedguin. Claps, claps, claps in chat for Pedguin. Happy birthday to Pedguin and happy birthday to everyone in chat. Hope we're having a lovely Yogscast birthday. Not special. Not special,
birthday.
Boba. Ah, look who it is.
We
Get
don't
in
have
here.
a camera tall enough for this.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah. All righty. Get in here, Spiffy. How you doing?
This tall one.
Happy birthday. Happy Yogs birthday.
You know what?
What?
Right.
What?
I was just on the phone to my mum because it's actually also her birthday.
No way, really?
Yeah. So
Did you tell her you were at a party here, and then she was like, "What the fuck?"
I did literally have. So she's coming to Bristol tonight.
Oh.
Her birthday, and I'm seeing her, and I was like, I do need to go to a barbecue for like an hour after work.
Tell her it's for her.
Bring her down.
Yeah, that's really high-packing thing.
We did this for you, and she's like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's really nice."
Yeah, I'm taking her to the theater.
Wow.
What do you see?
Seen Moulin Rouge, a burlesque
Oh,
show.
snap. Hell yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'd wanted to go see that. Let me know how it is.
Yeah, cool. I will do. But anyway, happy birthday to the Yogscast as well.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hat films have a long and learned history of the Yogscast, Smith.
Yeah, it is. I think that's true to say.
How long has it been now? 14 years?
So I think we joined officially in 2013, 2014. I remember a.
What was that after? Was it you met the boys at Minecon?
Oh, dude, I can't. So I'll tell you actually an interesting story. So we first were in proximity with everyone in the Yogs during, I think, Minecon in Paris, right?
Okay.
I think it was in it was in Vegas. It was in Vegas. It was the
one
Vegas
where they fell out with Notch and Simon called him a cunt.
Yeah.
You know, historically was so right. So correct.
On the money.
Common
He really
time
called
W.
But yeah, so basically, I remember me and the guys were like trying to find you guys, the Yogscast guys, to like have a conversation because like we just started becoming relevant in the Minecraft world of YouTube and all that sort of stuff. And we looked through the crack in like a conference room that I think had been rented, and we could see everyone like lined up on this fucking long ass table looking pissed. I think it was following like this looking like they were having like crisis talks, and we were just like, they're probably not going to find it funny if we're like, hi guys, we're some YouTubers too. So we didn't really interact that much. And then, we came home and we moved to Bristol like a year before.
Were you boys not based in Bristol before then?
No. Ross lived in Swindon, near Swindon, and me and Trot lived near Yeovil.
Okay.
So we were like about an hour and 45
Actually, Bristol was a pretty logical place for you guys too.
Exactly. We literally drew a line between ourselves, triangulated it, and said we don't want to live in Bath because nothing happens there.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, let's go to Bristol. And so we moved to Bristol, moved into at the time, remarkably cheap house. 4-bedroom house with a garden, 2 parking spaces for £900 a month.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Wait, where was that house? Is it red?
It was in Filton, near Filton.
Okay.
So it wasn't in the fanciest place, but it was a warm, dry, clean home with shitloads of rooms.
Dude, I have fond memories of watching some of those first videos of you guys, that gaming setup in the front room.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there was like a weird pizza video as well.
Well, always where a lot of pancake ones must have happened.
Yeah,
right?
The first pancake video happened with us trying to cook in that garden on a rope.
I was going to say the hobo pancake.
Hobo's kitchen, yeah.
You got a lot of mileage out of that tiny garden as well. Like a lot of mileage. There was a video of Ross taking the bin out.
That's on my YouTube channel. So I've got an Al's 50 YouTube
Wait,
channel. I swear it is. So Ross takes out the trash. I swear I originally posted it on just like my own account because we wanted to show people it. We didn't want to post it on the Hat Films channel. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we go. Yeah.
I always thought this was on
66,000 views, baby.
This video is 11 years old. Yeah. Wait, so what is the story behind this video?
So this is the classic like people not learning to live like human beings stage of.
How old were you when you moved in
together? This is
together?
3 boys in a house.
3 young boys.
We'd all gone through uni, so we should have known better. But like basically, if you don't regularly take out bins, they become everybody's problem.
Yeah.
And so this was a food bin situation. I think this was either a minor food bin going into a greater food bin, where you had like the kitchen one and then you have the outdoor chugger. Yeah. But basically, long story short, shitload of maggots.
How long had it been?
Who knows? Like,
was this been in the house then, or
this? We were about to. If you just click through, it doesn't. I mean, the main sound is me just losing my shit at Ross doing this horrible job. Yeah, that's what's happening here.
This is peak 3 boys in a house.
Ross is in his flip flops doing this.
Bro.
Flip flops is a dangerous
The amount
move.
of what is it? PPV, is that what they call it? PPE, where it's like you've got like the nose
Personal
thing, the
protective
gloves, and all of that, and then
yeah.
you've got your fucking toes. Ross has got his
Straight
toes
out.
out.
Straight out, man.
And
hey,
the boys
Roman
gotta
conquered the world in
investigate
sandals, baby.
Oh god, it's been sat outside of 30 degrees for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So is this
Why is it so small?
Which one?
The bin.
Wait, I want to see the money shot of it going in.
The little guy or the big guy? That's the big guy leaning up against
the big guy's the outside boy.
Just to give you more context on why we were so bad at this. So there's a video where somebody gives me 20 quid to drink cream. We have no idea how long it's been in the fridge for.
Okay, let's find that.
Cream.
Let's find the drinking cream video.
But also those bins, the size of
Where can
them,
we find this?
I don't
Maybe on
understand it. Why do they look so small?
What, the bins?
Yeah, they look
Because
like
it's just for food. Like scraps.
okay.
I mean,
just
Smith, I won't lie. You guys have ingested some weird fucking shit over the years. Like Hat Films. If something I associate with you is actually eating cat food, I feel like you had a big era of eating cat food.
Yeah.
What is the
Trot's eating the most cat food? Definitely.
Really?
what is the
Just
weirdest
eating
thing that
life.
you've eaten? Like what's
I've
like
tried a lot of food colorings. So that I've drank food coloring like
sounds
numerous
like you're
times.
in the shop just having sips.
Well, you go to like the wine tasting, but it's
Kind
food
of.
coloring.
Yeah, so I had a green one and it tastes like leaves. Like legit. So because
That's
you
where
put
green
these food
comes from.
colorings in cakes and everything, right? Like crazy. And like why we should know what they taste like. So whenever we've made a cake that's called for food coloring, I'm like, well, what does the food coloring? A chef tries all the ingredients that goes into something.
So
or,
true.
You know, usually.
Is there something you really regret eating that really fucked you up? Or was just so gross?
Oh,
Did you do the shot of vinegar for Trot's
The sweat
birthday
crisps I thought were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because the shot of vinegar, that sounds absolutely
Yeah, that's grim.
horrible.
That's really not good. Yeah.
These
The sweat stuff was bad.
These were pretty rancid.
So basically, Dr. Simon Clark ran us around Queen Square until we sweated enough to create a collectible distillate of us, which he then took to his family's kitchen and used his family's pans to evaporate off the salt from our sweat. Yeah, there's a bit in the video where he's like, so I'm in our kitchen.
Look at that face of Dr. Simon Clark. What have I become?
So it turns out Ross had the tastiest crisps, and I remember this flavor because we worked out he'd had a pepperoni pizza the night before, and we think that he was sweating out like those because it tasted a little bit pepperoni.
So you said, so you were like, this is when three boys lived in a house together. They, this is just what happens. It's still happening. The three boys never left the flat.
Yeah, we have to keep that energy alive. Despite being 37 now, I have to somehow still appeal to the 20-year-old everyone.
I remember watching Yogscast stuff with like people that I was friends with, and I'd be like, let's watch some of these. And I'd put you guys' videos on while we would like sit down to eat, and they'd be like, can you please turn this off?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what? This is great. And we're like watching you vomit up like cans of like mystery shit. And like, can you turn something else on? I'm like, no, my show is on.
I remember the thing I regret most.
Was it from the cans?
No, it's throwing. It's actually one of the few times I've thrown up is when I did the burger challenge with stripping.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite too.
That was in the original Yog Towers as well.
Yeah, the Old Hat Films room was a good room.
Yeah.
You know, recently when they're like, Bubba, what ideas do you have for a Jingle Jam? I was like,
God,
can we get them back for a burger challenge again?
Look
and
at
they're
young
like,
Martin.
we don't think they'll do that.
Young Martin.
No, I won't ever do that again. Wow. No, it was so bad.
How many did you do?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Like, it's at least 12, but it may have been more.
It was the mince pies too. Mince pies was pretty good.
Oh, mince pies were
With
easier than
the
this.
little milks also.
Oh yeah.
God.
So Strippin raw dogged this afterwards, where he just sat in agony in the studio on the big sofa we had in the studio at the time, just holding his belly, going, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to throw up. I almost immediately afterwards was like, yeah, dude, this can't.
Sometimes you just have to feel better. You're like, I'll get this out of here.
How much do you reckon you throw
2
up?
liters of grey sludge, like 2 liters.
Oh my god!
It was
it does go grey.
It goes grey because it's just the cheese, the meat, and the bun pounded together.
Oh my god!
It goes this sort of purpley grey, and I mean, I still love McDonald's.
Have you done like a blender? Like,
I mean, you
video
won,
yet, where you
Smith.
just
Fucking
blend
hell.
stuff because I feel like you should blend a Big Mac and drink it. That's my wish for you.
Burger sauce. I'm more of a
my
quarter
wish.
pounder guy. Burger
Yeah.
sauce and Big Macs is too sweet for me. These
Have you had
days.
the Big Arch yet?
No, I haven't. I am interested in it though.
It's quite popular.
Yeah.
It's good.
The thing is, they use like a frite sauce style mayo in it. I don't like mayo in burgers. I only have mayo in chicken burgers. Chicken burgers, mayo, amazing.
Yeah.
Beef burgers,
what about,
ketchup and mustard.
But like most burger sauces are made of mayo. Are you fine with it?
Yeah, no, I don't go. I don't fuck with it.
Wait, just even as an ingredient in a sauce?
No, mayo is for chips and chicken.
Interesting.
Burgers use ketchup and tomato sauce. That is.
Would you not put mustard in a burger?
Yeah. Sorry, mustard and ketchup.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did I say?
No, you put mustard. It says ketchup and tomato sauce. Well,
Sorry, ketchup and mustard as well.
Yeah.
Extra.
It's a bad sound by now. I fucked that really, didn't I?
That's fine.
Thanks,
What I guess, but before we run out of time,
Yeah.
what things are you excited? What fucked up things are you excited to eat in the future, Smith? You know, we've had 17 years of Yogscast. What's next 17 years of Yogscast? What things are you going to eat that are going to be fucked up?
Oh,
you feel
wait
like still out there.
We're hoping to have a coffee with Boba, and I'm just like,
Oh fuck.
it's my time to trap you guys in a room and make you eat gross things. So I'm excited for that.
So we done a lot of bugs. I don't like eating bugs very much. I could do it. Like certain bugs are better than others.
The small ones are not bad because they're crispy. The big ones got juice in them.
Yeah, grim. I would definitely eat a bit of Chris Trott. Like, you know,
really?
If we could find a way to cut a bit off of him that isn't bad.
I'll write that down.
Should you get like his DNA and like clone a bit of Trott and cook it? Like a Trott burger.
Yeah, we could do a Trott burger.
Do a Trott burger.
It would be a pork burger.
If you went Gattaca with it and like collected his skin flakes.
Yeah, that's good.
You could maybe do.
No, see, I don't want it. No,
come on.
Because I'm not doing spit. I'm not doing skin flakes. I'm not doing dandruff. I want meat.
I was going to say, there's one liquid you haven't mentioned.
Yeah, which?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing liquids.
No liquid. You're doing solids. You're doing solids.
Solids only.
Solids only. Yeah.
Okay, well, there is a solid I can think of that Chris Trott could produce.
Did you see the clip that I sent in?
No, what clip have you sent in? Sorry, where is it? Where is
it's
it?
in the notepad. I think there's.
I was like,
okay,
they're gonna love this. I'm gonna give them the timestamp and everything.
Oh, brilliant!
So this is one of my fondest memories from the last few years.
Man anchor.
Me being a man anchor.
Sorry, that bass is so good.
Manker.
This was us doing the Gaping Maw, which is where basically we spent a holiday trying to kill Craig.
Is this before he became a father?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was. This is 2019.
He didn't know yet. Okay,
yeah, this is before the apocalypse. So,
God, was this in America?
This is in California.
I think
this
like,
looks amazing.
Hat Films does.
You're doing a good job as an
vlogs.
anchor, Smith.
The vlogs are always so good.
Yeah, and like, it's honestly, obviously, absolutely incredible experience to do these things.
Was this terrifying? This looks scary.
I've done a little bit of rafting before, and once you sort of understand the basics of keep your legs up and like go with the current to get into a place where it's safe, like less scary because you can survive it quite easily.
Did you fall? Like, did you practice falling in?
Not loads. No, I mean. There's in this segment in particular, both me and Craig nearly both fall out. Like this is the closest bit we came to coming out. But then, but yeah, I mean, like the mountain biking we did on this trip was more dangerous, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Like that one I nearly fell
I mean,
off.
to be honest, just being outside in America out here, like with bears and shit.
Yeah, for sure. So we're 2 hours away from phone signal, and
fucking hell. Wait, have you got satellite phones and stuff on?
I don't know if they did. We didn't.
How beautiful, though.
I know, it's insane.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
insane. So this is on the border between Oregon and California, off of a tributary of the Klamath River. This is called the California Salmon River. But like, yeah, it was amazing. It was one of the best trips
I think also one of the best Hat Films moments
That's it,
is
really, if you just want to end the clip there.
Chris Trott
Yeah.
in the Segway.
I'm just enjoying watching it. Just enjoying.
Again?
Chris Trott in the Segway.
Oh man, the
I remember
Segway.
seeing that when it released.
That is
and I was like,
that is a Hat Films classic. The Segway.
I think like so. This was just such a,
that's a
for me and Ross
horrific
especially because Trott was like giving it the full wang. Like this guy was confident, quick. All right,
That's where it goes wrong.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Look
at him doing
he's
his
just
trick.
fucking
Whoa!
It's such a face plant as well.
Trott's gone.
I like that he doesn't take his arms off of the handlebars. He's just like, yeah, just use your face to cushion the fall.
Oh my
I mean, he's
gosh.
lucky. I mean, he did a good little roll here. Like that could have been a broken shoulder, which would have. We've never had a major injury on
Which is
a trip.
Touch wood. Where's the wood? Where's the wood?
surprising.
Touch it all.
Fuck it, we're done. I'm dead. We're dead.
We're
There's no
dead.
wood here.
Jesus. Yeah, we've been lucky with Hat Films. Look after yourselves. Let's keep you all three of you around for next. Actually, well, maybe maybe not Ross. We can keep. It's fine.
He needs a little bit
You
of danger.
want to kill off Ross?
We can kill. It's a good story arc. Have one of you.
He's
switch it
the
up.
safest one. He needs a little bit of danger.
Yeah, he needs a bit of danger.
Yeah,
Put him on a
unfortunately for
little-
Chris Trott, the arc needs to go Chris Trott's death. I don't want it to be, but he's like Jesus. Sorry, he's great. He's a good guy. He's got all the skills.
Yeah, cut towards Trott.
But he does need to die. It's the tragedy,
We
right?
need like a little baby airplane, right? We're like, oh, he's just going on
Yeah.
a trip to a concert that he's gonna host.
Oh my!
Oh no, the
Trott's
plane
learned to fly a
crashed.
helicopter. Oh no.
Oh yeah, you want a light aircraft death.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a true, like entrepreneur's death. It is.
Yeah.
He went out epic.
He's
Yeah.
past the age of 27 though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he is. Yeah. So,
Missed our shot.
yeah, it'll just be age and incompetence that kills him. It's like an economic filter, right? It's like
Yeah.
a great filter. It's like you make enough money to afford light aircraft lessons, and then you get killed off by it, and then
Yeah.
the great circle continues, right?
Good. Well, that's something to look forward to in the next
Yeah,
17
yeah.
years.
The next vlog, Hat Films gets their pilot's license?
I've been trying to get all sorts of stuff like that through. So there was a thing where we could do skydiving at one point, and I was like, let's do this. And I mean, I am getting more nervous now. Harry knows this as well. Like, I'm now like, maybe I should stop taking
Maybe you don't do that.
But like, the other one is I really want to make a submarine. And like,
Wait
let's
a
go
sec.
see the Titanic, guys.
I watched the documentary on the other guy that did that, and that one wasn't good either.
No, I just want one that can go in like Bristol River.
Yeah, Bristol River would
like
be
a
pretty
5 meters or less.
You want like a kind of Colombian drug cartel or
Yes,
something.
exactly. Semi-submersible.
Well, you know,
But like
there's
using like a lawnmower engine. Yeah.
that hamster ball that they can put you in on the water.
Yeah.
If you just tie a bunch
Zorb.
of weights to it,
Nice.
so it goes under, and then
Yeah.
you just let go of the weights, so you go up real fast.
Oh my god, yeah, it's rocket to the surface, my brain explodes. Yeah.
Trot dying in a drug cartel submarine in Bristol Harbour is a great headline. It's a really good headline. I'm just saying.
Young man in his prime.
Yeah.
trying to run drugs to fucking Wales. Right, Smith. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
We're
you.
going on a short break, and then we'll be back for more guests.
Cool.
For celebrating Yogscast's birthday, which is very exciting.
Happy birthday.
There's a video from Shadow into the next break.
Okay.
Sure. Let's do that. Let's play that video.
Thanks so much.
Where is it?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Have I got it here?
Everyone.
Good morning.
No.
Good morning, Harry.
That's it.
And whoever else is there for this stream, I don't know. I hope that you are all doing well. My name is Shadow at Noon, as you may or may not know. And I wanted to tell the story of how I joined the Yogs. So I started streaming in August of 2020, which was mid-COVID. And I was a pretty small streamer, just streaming for friends and as a hobby. But on the side, I was making YouTube videos. I made playlists of Nintendo music that I like to listen to and study to while I was working and in school.
I love these playlists so much. Shadow at Noon. Shout out to their YouTube and stream.
And during this time, Twitch had a big DMCA problem, so a lot of their music was being taken down from Twitch. So a lot of streamers used my videos as background music for their streams. And because they were getting kind of popular, I thought that I would plug my Twitch at the front of one of my playlists. So I recorded a really awkward recording. This was like way before I had a nice mic. And it's just me being like, "Hi everyone, I have a Twitch stream. You should check it out, blah, blah, blah."
Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop in to let you all know that I've recently started streaming on Twitch. I'm a super casual gamer, just like to hang out and listen to some tunes and occasionally work on a playlist. So, if you would like to help me make a video, or just hang out and chat and watch me play some games, be sure to head over. You can follow me at twitch.tv/shadowatnoon. I'll put a link in the description below. Alright, thanks everyone. Hope you enjoy the video.
And I just put it at the front of my videos because I knew that people would autoplay it on their streams. And sure enough, a few months later in November, Harry was streaming some Minecraft and along came my video and I jump scared him, I think. Just being like, "Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Check out my Twitch." And I remember on his stream, he was just saying, "No free clout, no free clout, what is this?" And all the blebs were laughing and it was very funny. But he ended up clicking my stream link anyway, thank you, Harry. And I was live at the time. So that day, he raided me on November something, 20 something, I don't know. And I remember exactly where I was. I was playing Pokemon Platinum. I was on Route 216. It is ingrained in my memory because it was my first big raid, my first big Twitch moment. And I remember the blebs just being so friendly. I actually have screenshots saved. I might put them up in the video if I decide to edit them in, of them saying hi to me and me having such a high view count for the first time because it was so, so awesome. And that was actually my first introduction to the Yogscast. I didn't really watch YouTube that much growing up, and that was it. So I started making friends with Harry because I really liked his content, and I just watched his streams. I was in his community, and that's how I was introduced to Ravs. And I also started watching Ravs' streams. And I just kind of became a part of the community. But at the time, I was a really small streamer. I was much smaller than Harry and Ravs, so I was very nervous to reach out to them. But over time, I joined some Capture the Wool streams, and I reached out to Ravs, and I was like, hey, I think you would like Mario Kart speedrunning. It's pretty easy to do, and I think that you'd really like it. And I kind of made friends that way. And slowly over time, they asked me to join the network, and my first official day was the Yogscast tournament on February something in 2022, and the rest is kind of history. Since then, I've done some fun streams together. I went to Jingle Jam, I flew out, I met a lot of the Yogs at TwitchCon in both San Diego and Las Vegas, which was super fun, and I have enjoyed the community and everything that has happened since then so much. So thank you everyone for helping my Twitch channel grow and letting me join the network and being so welcoming to someone that does not know all the references and didn't really know much about the Yogs beforehand. So thank you all so much. I was trying to think of my favorite moment to share. Some that came to mind were my mask taking off on Jingle Jam when I had a second mask underneath. That was very fun. Some TTT moment, like when Lewis had no idea who Shadow the Hedgehog was. That was very funny. But I wanted to show this clip that I found. This is recorded in 2021, so before I was a Yogscast member, before I knew anything about the Yogs. And it is my literal first introduction to Simon Honeydew, and me retelling that story on my stream. I thought this was a funny moment. I hope that you appreciate it too. And yeah, here it is. Happy birthday, Yogs. Thanks all.
Once I was in Harry's chat, and like, I really don't know much about the Yogscast. Harry and like the Blebs found the channel, and that's pretty much all I know. And I know that they did stuff with Achievement Hunter once or twice. So I don't know who Simon is, really. And then he was in Harry's stream once in his chat, and I was like, who is that? Because all the Blebs were like, hey Simon, hey Simon. And I asked in chat, I was like, who's Simon? And he replied to me, like he replied to my message. He's like, oh, have you ever seen Diggy Diggy Hole? I was like, someone random asks who you are. And out of all the achievements of Yogscast, you ask me if I've seen Diggy Diggy Hole. That's what you want your legacy to be.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to the Yogscast's 17th birthday extravaganza, joined by myself and Boba, the two Bs, the Barry and the B team.
The Yogscast.
The
Me and
Yogscast
you.
team. Yes, when people think the Yogs, see Barry and Boba. That's what I always think of. Famous duo.
Yeah.
Famous duo. Infamous duo.
Well, when we did the cosplay challenge thing,
True. Dubs.
I was like,
get a W in the chat, please, for the big dub.
I was like, how come I don't hang out with Harry more? That was really fun.
Because we're OP.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
The two of us
Too
together.
strong. That's
It
true.
was the differences were quite astonishing in our costume versus the others.
Yeah, well, they are L's. They're collecting L's, Boba, because they lost. They
Yeah.
lost. They're losers. Don't spoil the video, but if you haven't watched it yet, what the fuck are you doing? Boba, we're here. We're interviewing guests about the Yogscast. It's very, very fun. Very cool. Who's been your favorite guest thus far?
Ooh, I don't know. I've got that thing where my brain can only remember the last thing that happened, so I guess...
Well, it's because Smithy was the best guest. That's true. That's right.
So Smithy was pretty good.
No, I don't disagree. Didn't stutter on it.
I think because they just do gross shit, so I'm like... You gotta give them some props for it.
That's true. That is true. Yep. They are the worst people at films. That's why they stick in our brains so long. Love those boys. We have another set of wonderful guests, though, lined up, which is very exciting. Do we have our first guest ready, Pierre? Wow.
The oldest one, the original.
He's haggard and broken and old. It's Duncan Jones of the Yogscast, everybody. Woo!
I'm so old.
He's so old.
He's so old.
How are you doing, Duncan?
Oh, I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not really prepared for this.
Well, that's fine. We haven't either, so let's crack on in.
Yeah.
Let's crack on into this. Duncan Jones,
I got myself a red stripe.
That's good.
It's the only cold drink I had in the fridge.
Oh
It's
my
really fucking
God.
hot.
It's
Happy
1 p.m.
birthday.
It's 1 p.m. Happy birthday, Duncan. It's the Yogscast
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
You've been part of the Yogscast for a long time. As Rivian was talking about earlier, we think you might be the oldest Yogscast member.
Surely that's Pyrian.
No, not in that way. No, he's a grandpa. It's unfair. Boba just searched Sid and then cunt into YouTube.
I didn't mean to type that.
Are you looking for Counter-Strike?
No, I'm looking for... It's all Total Drama Island. That's not what I want.
What are you Googling?
Where's Sid's channel? Because I had Sid take the clip of you kissing somebody. Because when I think about Duncan, I think about all the times Duncan has kissed another... Lewis or another Simon.
What the fuck is this?
Was it who was kissing? Or maybe it was Simon and Lewis. But you kissed one of them too.
I think Lewis has kissed me a few times.
You all be kissing each other.
Is that good for you, Duncan? Duncan, tell us about how you joined the Yogscast. How did it happen? Take us back in time.
Just let me Google my kissing in peace, please.
Yeah, just
back in the heady days of
World of Warcraft.
Cataclysm, I guess.
Was it before
Cataclysm,
then?
or is it no? It was before Cataclysm. It was the other one.
So wait,
Wrath of the Lich King?
How did you join the Yogs Guild?
I think I was like part of the Something Awful forums, and I wanted to join the Yogs. It wasn't called Yogs, it was called Goon Squad.
Okay, yeah.
And then we joined a roleplay server, so we wanted to roleplay up the word Goon Squad, so we called it Yoldi Goon Squad.
The original Gooners.
Wow. You always have been a gooner, Duncan, a big gooner.
We were gooning before he even knew what it meant.
What were you playing? Wow, what were you?
I was a gnome mage.
Nice.
Always.
You had the pink pigtails, right?
Pink hair, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we had our own Yogs guild forums. And when Simon Lewis started doing podcast shit and stuff,
it is shit. Just accurately described there. Right,
yeah.
They'd ask on the forums for like MS Paints of random shit, and I always went a little bit further, and then most other people would like animated them and stuff.
Duncan's art degree.
Were you at
it still
uni
looked like
then?
shit.
Were you at uni then, or was that post uni?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was raiding with Yogs all throughout uni.
Yeah.
And Lewis.
What do you remember?
Remember, Lewis rage quit when he didn't get the sword he wanted.
Sounds like
which sword? Wait, I'm adding this to my list. I've got my list of Lewis L's.
Quits.
Lewis rage quits. What sword? Do you know the sword?
I think we were fighting a dragon, and then he had to like dip his sword in its blood or something to like activate the quest or some shit.
That sounds familiar.
No, it was for it was Shadowmourne.
Shadowmourne,
all right.
Got it.
There we go. That's good. This is good. This is exactly what you're here for, Duncan. You say you weren't prepared, but this is exactly what I needed you for. That's good. Okay, so what you were raiding with Yogs, and what was the first Yogs video you featured in? Did you feature in any of the early boss guide stuff?
My animations did.
Okay. Should we pull one up? Do you remember which video?
Oh, I'd be careful. Those early
I don't mind. All of the really bad ones have been privated a long time ago.
Did you do elephant having a wank?
Yeah, I did that.
Yes, elephant having a wank.
I don't know if I can find this.
It's just Yogscast elephant having a wank. I'm an elephant and I'm having a wank.
Well, good. Simon did the song. I just. This isn't it.
The fuck?
I just spent half an hour in.
They censor it. Don't worry.
After Effects.
So this is Duncan's art, everyone.
It's terrible.
It's got 500,000 views, Duncan. Be nice, if we could just get
I didn't know it would. I didn't know it would.
He's using his trunk.
Yeah, that's.
What else would he use? He hasn't got fingers.
Is this not a blowjob? Or because it's his nose?
What's nose job, I guess.
What's the reference to? You don't even get credited in the description. That's fucked.
Simon was doing these weird parody things. Like there was also a penguin one.
What?
Yeah, he was parodying someone called Parry Grip, who basically did the same thing.
This was when
it's one of those Simon references that everyone was like, yeah, okay, that sounds funny, Simon, but no one actually understood what it meant or like where it was from.
Yeah. Okay. So all of these have been. How to Ozrog? Are you in this one?
Hello.
God,
I'm probably.
If you look on
Lana's gone offline. I can see it instantly in the chat.
Duncan clocking out before
Duncan's
the work
I am
starts.
not very good at another one of these fucking shit guys.
I don't even remember this boss. This is a 5-man dungeon, I guess.
You're not in this one.
No, Zylus is.
Spike shield, which
which means that anyone.
So what was the first non-World of Warcraft video you did? Was it Jaffa? Was it Tekkit? Was that the first?
So no. So basically, I was in the first Jingle Jam, 2011. It wasn't called Jingle Jam. It was called
Charity Live Streams.
Charity Live Stream. Yeah, I think we were raising money for Oxfam goats.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think we raised too much money for them because they got too many goats and they didn't want to do them all.
Suffering from success.
Fuck's sake. Because you guys played loads of weird games during that stream, I remember.
Yeah, I literally don't remember a single game that we played.
They were all bizarre,
maybe Anno.
weird.
I think we played Anno at some point. I don't remember. Yeah.
Played Anno, yeah, I remember.
And after that, Lewis was just said I should make a channel, and I did, and I didn't know what to do.
But did you appear in one of the Yog Pod episodes?
I would think that you'd be in some of the. You did some of the guys from.
I mean, basically, early Yog Pod was essentially just Lewis recording our guild Discord. That was all it was.
It's a risky business. It's a risky business.
Lewis L.
Lewis
recording
L.
people.
Just recording people without their permission. I can't even type. Recording people without permission. Yeah, that's added to the list.
What was it even called? What was it? TeamSpeak or Ventrilo, whatever it was back then.
I honestly, we talk a lot about Ventrilo, and I feel like most people have never used Ventrilo. It is a piece of shit. I fucking hated Ventrilo. I'm a TeamSpeak absolutely. TeamSpeak is
it was
amazing.
better than TeamSpeak.
No,
it was way better than TeamSpeak.
In TeamSpeak, you could have like custom names and all this shit. Ventrilo is so bad. It's so shit. I hated Ventrilo.
Oh yeah,
we used to use it we used to record it. That's how we recorded all our early videos.
Until Discord. It was like even Discord was out for like a year and you guys were still using Ven. It was like insane.
That was what Rithian was saying, right? Opening all those windows. But you played Fumble more, right? In Shadow of Israfel.
Oh, I played a bunch of things. Yeah, one of my first video actually on my YouTube channel was I didn't know what to do, so I found it's basically a mod spotlight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a swampy bog beard, just being really high.
This is Terraville
and Mistral City. This is so on brand for
like
Duncan.
a drugged up server tour, basically, plus mod spotlight.
Oh, this is really cool.
God.
I do remember this. This is a cool video. Oh,
and I got Simon to record some random lines.
That's
not even talking in my first two videos.
Wait, you're not even talking in these first two?
No, it's Simon.
Oh my god. They're both the same mod. I love that. This is such a Duncan fucking video.
It really is.
This is such a Duncan video. Fuck Jaffa Factory. We need to make this shit again.
Going on a trip, basically.
How many views has it got now?
500,000-ish.
400,000? Oh, Jesus.
They're not doing too bad, are
I used to be able to shit anything out, didn't I?
You know what? Wow. It's after that. It's been a while. It was a while until you did this one.
Yeah,
this is what I remember.
I started trying to do variety stuff, and then I just started doing Tekkit.
You went back to Swampy. You were like,
Stop,
fuck it, this
Mistral
shit.
City
You're like, this shit don't work. Back to Swampy.
yeah. I was like, Minecraft is the only thing that gets views, guys.
Someone says, make Swampy visit the Jaffa Factory with this mod on. The new Jaffa Factory.
Oh my god, that's such a great idea, actually. I don't even know if this mod exists.
No, there'll be even more insane version.
This one was like parallel to the story of Shadow of Israfel, because this is when the Mistral City burns down. It's Swampy escaping.
This is so trippy, it's almost unwatchable.
Yeah, it's like motion
it makes you feel really sick.
It's actually nauseating.
How'd you do this for longer than 5 minutes?
You try running around.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed that you're not falling off, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. So then we started the Duncan era of Tekkit. I feel like that is like what a lot of people associate your channel and content with is the beginning.
Look how many views that first one has.
Oh, fucking hell, 6.4 million. Ooh. That's crazy.
Those were the days, weren't they?
Those are nice. Where the fuck have all you wankers gone?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Creeper got a bunch of stuff in his butt.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, it's full of tools.
What was that draw? Did you draw that?
I think that was just the logo that Tekkit used at the time.
Yeah, maybe it was. Do you know what's so funny? I never noticed. It's all the different fucking wrenches that you have to use for all the different fucking mods.
That's because there was like a wrench for every mod, yeah.
So you started doing Tekkit. I know, like modded Minecraft. That basically set the beat for the rest of your channel, didn't it? I mean, from this point forward, it was set.
Yeah, I mean, look how out of date this install guide is as well. It's like this is what it used to be like.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I did like how to install it.
What is your you played so many different mod packs. What is like actually your like favorite mod pack?
Britannia.
I don't know. Is there like one like that stands out, a mod pack or like a mod? Like Britannia, maybe.
Honestly,
like
the one we're
flower-based
using
magic.
now. One we're using now is definitely the best one.
Really?
But I think there was the one we had for
Oh wait, I know.
the first Flux Buddies was pretty good as well.
True.
I don't know what it was though.
Oh, Duncan's Park. This
is. I went back to watch this when we were doing the like second iteration of it, and it was just. It's so scuffed, Duncan. I was just laughing because there's like a point where Duncan goes to put the velociraptors like in a cage and they just escape immediately. And he's just got to spawn new ones in.
Well, there's a time where I break a block and it fucking turns, because I built my whole base in creative mode. It turns out I'd used the wrong block and I'd used like the fucking silverfish version, and the whole base just turns into silverfish.
That's so funny. Oh no, someone's trapped my base.
Yeah, no, Duncan did say that. I think he was like, "Oh my god, someone's booby trapped my base."
Classic error.
Can't admit to using creative mode.
No.
And then not with the blocks being in the 64 stacks or the divisibles of 64.
I really like the textures you used in this
What's
base.
funny about the current Jaffa Factory is that actually me and Harry and Simon, I think we're using creative mode less than we ever did in any previous series.
So little.
We are
so
doing everything
little.
completely legit. And meanwhile, Lewis is just there fully in creative mode the whole time.
It's fine, but it's like it's kind of like the way I see it, it's like when you go to like a restaurant, you got like your kid, and you're like, can you bring over like the coloring book and the pencils? And, like, the piece of paper coloring, and like, it's like he's gonna stay busy with that, and we're gonna eat the meal.
Yeah.
we're gonna do the business, we're gonna eat the meal, and the kid's gonna do the coloring.
Just put him on the iPad.
He's an iPad kid. It's fine. He's just happy. He's happy with it.
Is that another Lewis L? Has to be on the iPad. iPad Lewis.
Just creative mode. Just
what's edits in Vegas? What's that?
He edits in Sony Vegas. It's a big L. This is a list of Lewis's L's.
Yeah.
Oh, we always use Sony Vegas.
Yeah, well, don't want to start your own list.
Added on
fucking
there.
hell.
Yeah.
All right, so running out of time.
It was easier to pirate, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know Sony Vegas. I know we're gonna cut that bit. Duncan, what's your highlight moment after these last 17 years? These only years of wonderful content, good times with friends. What is your favorite moment? Your standout moment that to you accomplishes this last 17 years? It could be recent or it could be old.
It's really hard. I don't even remember what half the stuff I've done. I mean, like all those live action things we did were really fun.
Yeah.
Going away to fucking BlizzCon and E3. We used to go to E3 back when that was a thing.
Right, when E3 existed. Good times. Lots of traveling.
Like 3 weeks in LA once.
Oh yeah, the
cool.
classic Lewis boat moment.
We had our billion views party on the top of the Grey Hotel with an ice sculpture.
Was it the Afghani girls?
Yeah, the boat's fucking funny.
The boat was a good moment.
Oh yeah.
Some good times.
Give us the
we
boat.
We were staying with someone from Maker. They work for Maker.
I didn't even remember that Duncan's driving that boat.
Yeah,
his little hair and his little hoodie, and he probably had his your etnies or whatever shoes.
He's hanging out.
Etnies.
What are those?
It's not a giant bottle of vodka in front of you. It's fucking Simon's on the boat.
No, it is it? Maybe it is.
Leeward Ho. We should put that as one of the canal boats as a reference. On Jaffa Factory.
Leeward
Ho.
You're right, we should.
Fuck.
No one would get that.
It's fine, we'll cut this bit of the stream as well. Then no will be a secret reference.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. If we hadn't shown this, I'd be surprised if anyone got that.
I don't think anyone would ever get that. No, that'd be good.
Oh my god.
Classic Lewis. Brilliant. Well, thank you, John. Thank you for joining.
Lost his glasses in there.
Thank you for being such an integral part of Yogscast. Wow. Wouldn't be the same without you, bro. Really wouldn't. So
thank you.
Cheers. And
to
17 more wonderful years, eh?
Cheers. Oh god, is it gonna be that long?
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking no. Jaffa Factory 17 is coming out on 17 years. We've got to get to it. We've got to get making
God, we better start finishing this one then.
I don't know. All right, we'll catch you in a bit, Duncan. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in a bit.
See ya.
Boy. What a wonderful bloke. We love our Duncan.
What a guy.
What a guy. One of the first guys
ever made.
Have you seen this? On the homepage of this YouTube, there's just all these like 10-hour...
Well, this is how they test the audio to see if you can hear it. So Dav just puts on...
It's good. the Shrek. They like the Shrek. All right, we'll do the Shrek. Who the fuck's remoted in? Some blokes just...
Duncan,
Duncan just fucking remoted in and closed it.
He's like, get this fucking shit off of here.
I take everything... all the nice things I just said about fucking Duncan, I'm taking them straight back.
Shift Control T it.
I've lost all my tabs.
Shift Control T.
What the fuck does that mean?
Watch. Oh shit. Nope.
Right. What the fuck is...
Old, this is the old browser. Look, that's there. Me and you.
Who are these attractive fellows?
Those are lovely.
An ad? Yeah. All right, get our next guest in. Who's our next guest?
Fix our YouTube for us, someone.
Where's our next guest? Come on.
Oh, what is that sound coming from the Highlands?
It's Daff.
It's...
Where am I saying?
Somebody
Right there.
else.
It's my second favourite co-host of 0 Degrees.
What the fuck? That's so mean.
I'm joking.
It's
How you
this
doing,
guy.
Ravs? Ravs,
I'm good. Hello, gang.
welcome. It's the Yogscast birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Yogscast.
Happy birthday.
Another
Happy birthday.
young boy.
That's right.
A
Well,
young
I
boy.
don't feel young today because I was walking in and I was like, it's the 17-year anniversary and I'm 32 this year. Like,
Wow, you're old. You're actually
it's like
getting there.
that's insane,
You're getting there.
dude. It's
You're getting there.
insane.
Well, you were harvested at a young age, though.
That's true. It was a
That's
very
true.
young age that they abducted
So,
me
do
and
you
her.
want to tell us about how you lied about how you were a history teacher?
That was Zylus, mate. That's the Zylus.
Yeah, I've already quizzed him on it. Quizzed him on it. So, Ravs, you joined the Yogscast quite a long time ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a while.
So when I was about 16 years old, I was playing some TF2. Well, even earlier than this, I was playing World of Warcraft, and my arena partner was like, "Yo, man, you should see this funny video." And it was Lewis and Simon how to flame Leviathan.
Nice.
And I was like, "This is funny shit."
Is the
and then I find myself playing some fucking TF2 with Hannah.
Okay.
And Hannah, I get chatting to Hannah, and then they're just like, "You want to play some Left 4 Dead with me and Simon and Lewis?" And I was like, "What?"
Nice.
I'm being groomed by YouTubers right now.
Yep. This is what happens.
And yeah, man, that's how it started. We got chatting from there. I used to listen to the early Yog pods to make sure there were no dead air for Lewis.
Okay, that's good. From his stealing of what's this? Is this your clip?
This is my clip because I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck, I need a clip. I just thought of the first thing that made me laugh and Jingle Jam.
This is a good clip.
This is one of my favorite ones.
This is a quality clip.
Lydia's
Did you play your
there.
clip?
Yeah, play the clip. Run that one.
Run the clip.
Run that clip.
Dude, get the volume going.
I don't know.
I can't fucking remember.
Paz. That's La Paz in Bolivia.
Right.
That's what I said.
Yeah. He said it.
I said La Paz.
And then lastly,
Did Simon not give that to us?
He did. He gave us it in the
Okay,
end.
good. I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
fucking. That was It just you just knew. It
Yeah.
was brilliant. You just pulled it out of the thin air.
I just pulled that one out of nowhere. Absolutely just summoned it.
What have been some of your other highlights, Ravs? I mean, you've been around for a long time.
God, how do you even start though? Like,
what were some of the first videos you appeared in then?
some of the first stuff I would have ever, the very first thing I was ever in that no one would know is I was in the Simon Lewis Cataclysm Alpha videos, which is when the channel was starting to pop off.
Okay, so I can try and find it while you explain it to us.
I was healing the dungeons while they were doing like the voiceover, so I was like a paladin called Goatsy.
Called Goatsy?
I was called Goatsy.
Oh
no
my
fucking
God.
way.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if it will be here.
Which one would it be?
What would it be?
Dungeon on 38?
It was Cataclysm Alpha. I don't know if that makes a difference. But you wouldn't have heard me in that one. I was also in a very early fucking
Hall?
what was it? Gmod Tower or something like that.
Oh,
it was like such an old.
This
I think dude. I think this is the video.
And welcome back to
I think
the
I remember
Yogscast at the
Yeah,
Gmod Tower.
I don't know who I was in this. I might have been the KFC dinosaur.
Wait, was this a stream that got edited?
I
Was this
think
a
it
Jingle
might
Jam
have
stream?
been.
Yeah, it was. It was a Honey G Honey
Yeah.
right? I remember because there was a bit in the lift, right?
Yeah.
God, this was such a weird
Oh, and
stream.
decorating all the
Oh yeah, we
stuff,
might want to
too.
be careful because
That's fine.
this is in the danger zone.
No, we're fine. This is. I remember this. This is a long time ago.
I remember watching this live. I think question mark.
And so wait. So you appeared in a couple of videos, and then when did you start doing your own stuff? When did you start doing it regularly? Because this is quite infrequent.
I was doing quite infrequent stuff. So I was in this. I was in Rivian's Blackrock Chronicles with my squeaky little voice and shit.
Of course.
I was in the background of before Tekkit popped off. We had that little server. I was doing some stuff there. And then what else was I in? Shadow of Israfel. I played a couple of NPCs, which was fun.
The nuns, Simon.
Chuck, right?
Not NPCs, they're nuns.
The nuns. Yep. That's what I meant. And then I kind of just like randomly appeared on streams and stuff and jingle jams for a while, but until about 6 years ago when I started making my own stuff.
You started streaming?
I started streaming.
He started streaming?
These fucking windows are bullshit. I should have listened to Sips like 400 years ago and started my own YouTube channel, but I didn't.
It's commonly known, but maybe some people on the main channel don't know it, but you're a valiant window cleaner for a long time.
I was a valiant window Yogpod episode 32, also one of my first appearances.
What was
it? Oh yeah,
I'm
and
32 years
Ravs'
old.
voice in that is like
32.
Yeah.
Is it 32? I'm 30. I'm 32 years old.
Which one is it?
What?
That second one.
This one.
Oh yeah.
This is such a good one as well.
Fuck! Why do those videos never work on this computer? Please.
I wish it was.
Is it fucking age gated? I think it's age gated.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's age gated.
You have to be 32.
Yeah. But basically, Lewis joined the Ventrilo call. That's how long it was ago. They just met up for the first time. Lewis and Simon and Hannah had just met up for the first time. And they, who was it they met? Met Warwick Davis.
Warwick
Simon was wearing his Superman.
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, and Lewis stealth recorded us on Ventrilo.
That's already on my list. It's already on my list.
Didn't tell me and Rivian.
Recording people without permission.
Yeah, and just like he's just like, Ravs, I need you to listen to this, see if there's any dead air like, that needs to cut out or anyone. I was like, mate, you just fucking recorded us on this.
It made you edit yourself.
I didn't do any edit. I just told him the timestamps. I was like, Lewis, there's like a minute of silence here. Like, Lewis, you know.
And that's just like, they were just natural conversations that he turned into a podcast.
Yeah.
No wonder there's dead air, because it was people probably like
it was just stitched together,
tabbed out like eating popcorn or something.
So funny. Exactly.
So what was the first thing you streamed on your channel?
First thing I streamed, so I like randomly, this is before I properly gave it a go 6 years ago. I randomly booted up on one rainy afternoon a Hearthstone stream.
Wow.
And it was awful.
Were you a big Hearthstoner?
I used to play a lot of Hearthstone, but I just was like, that's the very first thing I technically streamed on my channel on Twitch. But then when I was like, okay, time to do this seriously, I think I played like Dead by Daylight and Subnautica. Nice. Those were like my first two things. I was like, this will be fun. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been a good time. It's been a good time. What other highlights do we have? What other things? Back? I
think the ultimate highlight is always Jingle Jam. I think it's the most important thing that we do every single year.
We have a good time while we do it as well.
Yeah, and like sadly we don't have a clip of this, but when I won the poker for the second time, and I came out and everyone was gathered in the office and just screamed "Fuck you, Ravs."
Yeah.
That is like gotta be up there. One of the top fucking
his favorite moments.
One of my favorite moments of all time was everyone screaming "Fuck you, Ravs."
Yeah, it was good. Can you describe the vibe?
I had just eliminated Ozzy. Everyone really wanted a woman to win.
Yeah.
And I felt like a villain.
You were the villain.
I quite honestly was a villain. But I kind of like being the kind of like wrestling bad guy, you know, the kind of like
the heel,
the heel. Yeah,
the misogynist is what people.
No.
You did that recently. You said you were becoming a misogynist.
A monogamist.
No. Like that was Mario Kart. Okay, people say a lot of things during Mario Kart.
Yeah. Did you dub out on the first Mario Kart? Was that a big highlight?
Yeah, honestly, that's like got to be another highlight, right? The start of Yogscast was like just an absolutely wild one.
Getting to know Lydia.
Getting to know Lydia as well. Yeah,
that's a low light.
Well, that is a classic Lydia. I remember. walking into the office and being like, who is this hobbling in this fucking, what was it, Xbox on or something? She'd her leg, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
You walk to the office, you're like, that's where all my tax money's going, straight to the NHS, to this woman, this lady right here.
And then, you know, now they're my best friends, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, some things take a downturn.
Yeah,
right?
some things take an L, but it happens. It happens.
It happens for the best of us. We've got 17 years again to figure it out. So, you know, hopefully by the 34th birthday.
There's been so fucking much though that how do you even like point out?
It's hard. You got 15 minutes to encapsulate 17 years. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, like
pretty difficult.
It's so hard. Like if you know, it must be easy for some people who haven't been doing it as long. But there's just so many great things that we've done. So many amazing jingle jams. So many fucking amazing content pieces.
What's something you're looking forward to in the future then?
Beside the obvious jingle jam, something for the future. We can't talk about it, but we do have some more fun little shoot things coming up.
That's true.
There's
going to be some good videos this year.
I can't wait to do. And what else is there really? Like,
I mean, Death Stranding 2 just came out, so I guess
Death Stranding 2. I mean, Death Stranding 2.
That was something you were looking forward to.
I'm hitting that hard, man. I'm enjoying the fuck out of that.
Yeah, very good.
No leaks here, chat. No leaks. There's more fun things coming.
Have you let yourself be AFK for quite a while in Death Stranding 2 yet?
I have had the baby fly around me, but I don't know what happens if you just go insanely AFK.
Just go AFK for like 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
Okay, I'll give that a try.
Out in the wild.
It's cryptic.
Yeah.
Out in the wild.
Okay.
I think you'll like it, honestly.
All right.
I think you will enjoy it.
Oh. That's
enjoy it. You will enjoy it.
Ravs, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, no problem.
I appreciate it. We've got to keep it moving. We've got a lot of guests, but thank you very much.
Hey, no problem.
Always a pleasure. Never a pain.
Yep, that's so fair. I want to bring up one thing. Who brought up Congolation Anonymous? I'm looking at it right in front of me.
That was Rizzy.
Riven or Zylus?
Ian or Zylus. Yeah.
Were you part of that?
I was part of that.
Do you have anything to add?
Not really. I just so weird that I just didn't expect to see
this is the list of Lewis's L's that I'm going to quiz him on later.
So fair. So fair.
And I feel like that's
one
of them. I can't remember why. It's going to be difficult to quiz him on it.
I think it was because we were like an alcoholic thing from World of Warcraft that you then blah, blah,
I just wanted to explain it.
I can't believe Duncan's drinking already as well. That's absolutely wild.
It's the only cold thing in his fridge, he said.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I'll let you get on to your next guest. And also, buy many things in the Jingle Jam auction chat.
True. There's a big auction coming up, chat. You got to get your credit cards out.
Get your bits.
I'm going to place a bid on something, I think.
Yeah, I might place a bid on one of them.
Because there's one thing that I want. And so I might bid on it.
The trouble is, I think the thing I want is probably the thing that's going to go for the most money.
That might be the thing that I want.
Well, we might all be bidding.
Well, all love.
It's for
Happy birthday, Yogscast.
Thank
Good
you,
luck
Ravs.
on your auctions. Bye, gang.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Happy birthday.
That's right, chat. There is an auction coming up just after this stream, which is all for Jingle Jam to help make sure Jingle Jam can keep running. So make sure you get your money ready because we are auctioning some pretty exciting stuff. Honestly, I think the thing at least that I'm interested in the auction is
It's actually literally one of a kind.
Yeah. Well, it's technically two of a kind.
Okay.
It's technically two of a kind, but I think it's like I don't even know if someone like this has ever been auctioned before. It's a pretty interesting thing to be auctioned. So be excited. Sorry, is it UK only? I don't know if it's UK only.
I think a lot of this stuff is UK only because of shipping costs and things like that.
I mean, some of these things are psychopathic to try and ship outside of the UK. I think like they're just crazy.
Yeah, like Lewis.
Yeah, we're selling Lewis. It's been a good run.
We should have done that. Right? You know how they do those charity auctions where it's a date with the person.
Oh wow, that would be good.
Could have done that.
I think Lewis would hate that.
He would hate it.
I think he'd really hate it. I think he'd be so glad if we just put that on there and don't tell him.
That's what I was bidding on. That's the one of a kind thing I was bidding on. He's one of a kind.
Pierre, do we have our next guest ready? Wonderful. Do we want to bring them in?
Oh, back from the Highlands. Traveling all the way from the Highlands. Another one.
Wow. Welcome.
Oh my god.
Mousie, how are you doing, friend?
One of my favorites, this
wonderful.
guy.
Oh, thank you very much.
This guy.
One of the OGs. We were hearing a little bit about RR earlier in the stream on Mousie. Do you have anything to say about RR?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Zylus?
From Rivian, I think it was. From Zylus and Rivian, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, we don't talk of such
Nilesy
things.
has been here. What is it? The canonical is Nilesy has been around longer than Zylus has, right?
Oh, way before. Yeah, I was here just before Martin.
And did not need to be convinced at all, right?
No. No,
it's right. What has been going on?
You got to, Mousie. It's time to set the record straight on your timeline.
Yeah.
Tell us your Yogscast history.
Okay, fine. I will. Hi everybody, my name's Mousie. You probably don't know who I am because why would you? I have been in the Yogscast since a long ass time. Like just before Martin joined, just after Ridian, I think I joined.
I like Mousie still using Ventrilo all this time too.
He's on the Ventrilo on his own still. Sorry, well, go.
So I joined at the time. I joined with Panda. Who's me, Panda, and Zylus. We're in a little guild called R Inc. back in the day, and long ass time.
Not disputed at all.
No,
this is true. This is true. These parts are true. Now, back then, Lewis and Simon were not famous at all. They were just like a couple of fucking schlubs. They got a couple of videos on.
Has it changed?
Oh yeah, they got a couple of videos on MMO Champion because they were doing boss kill guides for an expansion of WoW that hadn't come out yet, and Panda linked me these videos and he was like, "Look at these guys, they're so funny," and I was like, "Yeah, they're all right." and then Panda was like crazy about them, and he joined their Discord. He got to know Lewis, and he was like, "Oh, these guys are so funny. These guys are so funny." I was like, "Okay," and then. And then he was like, so at that time we were doing videos online still, because we used to do videos way before that for, do you remember Machinima?
Yeah.
Big M logo. So we used to do videos for a company called Machinima. In particular, we were like two of the founding members of Machinima Realm, which was like an MMO side, an RPG kind of branch of that that completely blew up in the end. But we were getting a bit disenfranchised with it, and Panda decided that it would be a good idea for us to join the Yogscast, and I was like, "Oh, cool! That sounds like."
Wait,
fun.
so did you not have a say in this matter?
No, not at all.
You were being led by Panda.
Me and Panda were like a package deal, right?
I see.
So like when I joined, Panda joined. When Panda joined, I joined. When I joined, Panda joined. Zylus was nothing. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Who's Zylus? Mistake. Sorry, you keep saying the Zylus.
At this point,
I don't know who you're talking about.
Thing is a bingo, to be honest, my friend. So when I joined the Yogscast, it was great. I didn't really talk to many people. For some reason, when I initially met people in the Yogscast, like everyone would hang out in Discord before we joined. Really, it was Vent at the time. Yeah, of course. And I got into my head that Ridian hated me. And I was just like, fuck these guys. I was just like, I don't want to hang out with these guys. And Panda did this Panda thing where he just was like flouting around, just like he flits around. So Panda wasn't around, and then I was like, whatever, Ridian's a prick. I'm not hanging out with this guy. And then
I got the same vibe. It's crazy. I was just like, I thought Ridian hated me.
I thought so too.
Yeah. He sent me some messages saying, Harry, I hate you, just all the time. So
I had those too, and
that's
they
what I
still
got
said Harry, like he copy pasted it.
That's weird.
I got the Harry ones as well, which is weird.
He just mass sending them out.
Yeah, it's just maybe unfortunate your name was Harry at the time, because I think maybe
it was another Harry.
But this is the part where Zylus likes to swan in and say that he could patch everything up, which is true. Zylus, because I said to Zylus, I'm not hanging around with these guys. These guys suck. And Zylus was like, what are you talking about? I was like, that Ridian guy. They hate me. They don't like me on there. I'm just some rando. And they're like, they don't hate you. What are you talking about? And I was like, really?
They
and he was
love
like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I joined, and everyone was very nice. I don't know why I thought that. And then I started making videos for the Yogscast, and then I started working with a very, with a special lad named Harry. Do you remember Harry?
That's true. We had a great working relationship. I love working with you. It was very good.
Did you? I think you absolutely fucking hated it.
No, I feel like you taught me.
This is another warp to.
Mousie taught me so much about being a good designer. Like I feel like you gave me so much criticism, and I like learned to take it. Like it was a good learning experience.
So I So back then Harry used to do like art, and he used to do thumbnails in particular, and he would help me with thumbnails because I was absolute trash, and Harry was incredibly talented, and I used to ask him to do thumbnails for me for my YouTube videos, and he would come back and he'd like, here's the thumbnail. I was like, okay, this is cool, but can you move it like by 2 pixels left?
He is a pixel counter. Mousie is a known pixel counter.
Proper minutia. I'm talking proper minutia, and I feel like I pissed him off a lot. But I'm glad that it was in some way
I
helpful.
think it's a good learning experience. I enjoyed the process.
Nice. That's really nice. I think I gave you money and stuff. I didn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't one of these.
Money.
I wasn't one of these guys. Like
one of those big shots like Duncan.
Like Duncan and Ridian, they're just like, oh, you work for exposure. I was here's some money.
Yeah, I'll tweet your name. They'll just tweet Barry, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I didn't pay Harry shit. See, there we are.
Rizian says I didn't pay Harry shit. Lamau.
It's fucked up.
In the chat.
My boy Nazi, he did. He paid me my pocket money.
I gave you some cash.
He enabled a young man to go and buy weed. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Dude, I could not be more happy about that.
It's good. And so you did lots of WoW playthroughs. That's what I remember making thumbnails for. Lots of WoW. I
did lots of WoW. I did lots
of different WoW stuff.
I did lots of that. I loved it back in the day. But then, and let's get real now.
Let's
we're talking about Jingle Jam. We're talking about Jingle Jam. We're talking about charities and all that bullshit. When I was about 25, so like I was doing the call center and I was doing YouTube and it was all going great. But then I got like hit with OCD. Like really, really, really bad, and I didn't know what it was at the time, and I just slowly started losing my mind. Now we're all still in good spirits. I'm very happy. I'm not morose in here. This is like a thing, but this is why I disappeared from YouTube for a long time, and it's because I just went bananas. And I remember like one time, me and Hannah were making videos, and I couldn't upload videos. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't upload because the progress bar would drive me bananas. So do you know what I used to do? I used to mail my footage to the office.
This does ring a bell. This does ring a bell.
We had 2 hard drives that we would rotate. So I would put all my footage on a hard drive. I'd mail it to the office. They would send one back. So because I just couldn't upload, and that was when it started getting bad. And then eventually I just couldn't put videos out at all.
But that
it got really bad.
It's interesting for accommodation wise though that you were still able to like mail it and they worked with that too.
Oh yeah, that was very nice. It was surprisingly nice. Like
Hannah, known assholes.
well, yeah, and Hannah's Hannah's a bunny boiler if ever there was one. And in all honesty, so was I. Like we got on quite well because of that, and it was very pleasant. Everyone was very helpful. They understood like something was going on, but like I couldn't really put a pin on it. Hannah was lovely.
I feel like it was that was like I don't know how you feel, but I feel like there's a different era of online friends where like you just had your online friends, you logged in every day, and it was, I don't know, it just felt, you just didn't ask those questions, you know what I mean? We didn't ask about Zylus' fucking history teaching, do you know what I mean? Enough to figure out it was obviously fake. So I worked that out. We need to know, how did you figure out that Nazi wasn't a history teacher? How did you clock him?
I was just sitting on Discord, and I can't, do you know what it was? We were just sitting on Discord, and I felt like there was some silence, on Ventrilo, sorry, and I was just like, he's lying about this. It just crossed my mind. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense.
This is fucking bullshit. This Dutchman's lying to me.
Do you know of anything that set off your alarm bells then?
Nothing.
Social read.
I was just sitting there. You know what, on the clock tower when I'm like, it's you and you. It's like that. I just sat there, I was like, he's not. Wait a minute, there's something like
ESPN.
I could sniff a lie.
He's
I
the
could
goat.
sniff something going on.
Actually the goat.
And,
we should have known. We should have known from that point.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
What's your highlight? We're running out of time, Nazi. I'm just conscious. What's your highlight of the last 17 years? It's been a long time. There's been
just to finish off the awkward OCD part.
Yep.
I wasn't medicated at the time because I didn't understand what happened. I saw a doctor. I got a lot better. I'm a lot better now. I'm doing great. Having a wonderful time. Medication. Speak to your doctor if you're feeling unwell mentally. Speak to a professional. It is incredibly helpful. True. That's what I will say. Now, what were you saying? Sorry, Harry?
I was going to say, do you have a highlight? Do you have a moment, a video, a piece of content, a clip, something that you feel like is a highlight? Or it could just be one that you recall back to us.
I have a little clip. Who do you want me to send it to?
Send it to Pierre, I guess.
If you're logged into this PC, you can bring it up.
Are you logged
too.
into this PC? Yeah.
I'll just give it to Pierre. I can't be fucked doing that.
That's
There you
fine.
go, Pierre.
Send it to Pierre.
So this is just a little clip. This is a very recent clip.
That's fine.
Just a bit of some content I'm incredibly proud of.
That's enough, Mousie.
What? Let him get his clip on.
No,
very
Mousie,
Very interesting.
He's get my Nazi clip.
Full screen.
Hello. Let him do his clip.
Get him off. Get him off.
No,
I'm
he's
not
got
gonna
a
get him
clip.
off. He's
got
fucking
a clip.
Don't show my L's. Don't show my list of L's yet.
Spoilers.
Where's
everyone running along? That leaves no time for me and Lewis, and we're the big dog!
Fuck. Well, Nazi, I'm sorry. I'll kick you off. Can you post your clip in chat? Post your clip in chat, and we'll watch it from there. I'll watch it from there later. Thank you, Nazi. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Look after yourself.
Love you.
Bye. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Go sit over there.
What do you mean
Bye.
you sit
Bye,
over
Nazi.
there?
Bye.
Oh, you sit there, Lewis. You
Unbelievable.
Go sit over there.
Right, look who it is. The old gentlemen are in. Happy birthday, boys.
Hello.
How we doing?
Diggy hole man.
Oh, into
He's digging
Yo,
a
what
hole.
up? It's the DDHM.
It's all right. Give it
Coming
a
at
second. Pierre will be on it. Pierre will fix it.
Fresh.
This is your true form.
Lewis Brindley.
Happy-
Just a blue screen.
Happy birthday, boys. How are you feeling? 17. Get in here. Get in. Share
Why
me.
not?
It's fine. Share me. Share. It's all right.
It's close. It's intimate.
It's nice. We're like kissing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
we've done this before.
We'll go.
Me and my dad.
There we go. That's nice.
Oh, what a good time.
Pierre's
17.
yelling.
Wait, is that Sparkles?
Is that Pierre? Pierre, what are you saying?
Or Pierre? Oh, that's Pierre.
Is it working again, Pierre?
Yeah, he says if you could please
Pierre?
go back to your seats.
Can you hear me? I'm speaking into the microphone.
Are you there?
Hello.
Do we have the Pierre
Is
Luigi
it working? Is
board?
your camera working?
It was there.
No.
Don't want to upset the
He's
studio.
got to
The camera's not
calibrate
working,
it.
Pierre.
He's got
I
to
don't think the camera's turned on.
Okay.
He's gonna get it.
All right. Okay.
Can you turn the camera on, Pierre?
He's on it. He's on it. Don't worry, lads. Happy birthday. How are you feeling? 17. Wow. What an illustrious age. Nearly there. Nearly made it to adulthood.
Keep him like that. Keep him like that.
That's good. You're in a
Get
box.
owned,
He's
Lewis.
in a box.
Get owned. Look at, he's a baby. He's a baby.
What's he doing in that box?
He's a man in a box.
16, 15 years ago-ish. A while ago. It's been long enough, to be honest.
We stole his childhood and his future.
It's been a great time. Do you know what? I wanted to start this by saying thank you to both of you. Because I think it's been a wonderful 17 years. You guys have been so kind to all of us. There's no cap coming. This is a wholesome thank you. You know, you've done a great job. You brought all of us wonderful friends together. So many wonderful memories. So much money raised for charity. And, you know, we just had a wonderful time. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And now let's roast the fuck out of Lewis. Lewis, what are all these horrible L's that I've collected from everyone? Do you want to explain some of these terrible L's? Apparently, what is Kungaloosh Anonymous?
Yeah, so Yogscast is, of course, named after Yogs, the Old Goon Squad, the guild in World of Warcraft that we played in. And it was under the leadership of, I think it was Birion first, and then Miris took over. Sweet Miris, everyone knows.
I'm joking, your mic. This mic not working.
It's working now.
But
I've got two mics now.
Is it working?
It's been working the whole time.
Chat doesn't like it. I don't know.
It's fine. We're doing fine.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Lewis.
Woo!
Keep it short, Simon. Keep it short.
Anyway, when Miris left, it became toxic. It was filled with racism, sexual harassment.
Keep it short, Simon. Keep it short.
So we started a spin-off guild, Kungaloosh Anonymous, with basically the people in the Yogscast.
Okay, that's good.
Who are none of those things?
We barely had enough to do like a raid, but at least we didn't have like some of the biggest shitheads in the world fucking just being assholes. So yeah, it was good.
So what was where did the name come from?
Kungaloosh is a drink.
Yeah, it's a drink in the game. So it's
there
like
are different
Alcoholics Anonymous.
So there are different
That's
versions
great,
of like water, that higher and higher level waters And water regains your mana when you sit down and drink it.
I see.
And Kungaloosh at the time was like the highest level when we were in the magic floating island kingdom. What's that called? The fucking
Dalaran?
Yeah. When we were in Dalaran.
Yeah.
Rillian in chat said it should have been Kungaloosh-aholics Anonymous, but that probably didn't fit, I imagine, Rillian.
Too many characters.
I reckon that was what it was actually originally, but it didn't fit. Next question. We haven't got time for too many of these.
Okay, so you just recording people without their permission seem to come up a lot from a lot of different people.
That's literally how the Yogscast started with Lewis recording me.
What I want to know is, is this something that you've kept doing? Are you still recording anonymously or secretly?
Well,
Have you got
Lewis
your
just
secret
complained
recording?
about this the other day of someone doing it to him.
Wait, what?
About your taxes.
Yes, I was in a tax meeting, and it turned out that this guy had recorded the whole meeting.
What the fuck?
And then he sent me the transcript of it, and I was like,
and made him
okay.
face his truth.
One of the things I said in the meeting was like, I don't want to avoid tax.
Oh, God.
That's good.
But
I'd like to evade it. Yeah, great.
Do you still like recording people? So when you recorded people without their permission, would you then tell them afterwards?
No, not to begin
with. The video would go out.
The video would just go out.
Oh my
God. Did anyone ever get annoyed about that?
No.
No one ever questioned
Never complained.
Simon, did you never question it?
It was a different time, Barry.
I made sure to portray them in a positive light.
Okay, sure.
Well, you were like, my friends are really funny, and I can capitalize on that, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess
the thing is, when I told people I was recording them, they were not funny, and they were awkward, and they would be even more offensive and say the N word.
Oh my God! So let's bring.
It was a different time.
It was a different
time. It's a different time. 17th birthday, everybody. Lewis, your first rage out moment where you didn't get the sword drop you wanted. Do you remember that? You remember the Shadow Morn moment?
So I quit. That's when I quit WoW.
That's when you quit WoW.
Yeah.
You quit WoW over this.
Yeah. So okay, what happens is, when you're in something for a very long time, you start to take it for granted. And I don't. This is a good example, Barry, because you guys here in the Yogscast, you take Yogscast for granted.
I just thank
you could be kicked out at any time.
I'm adding it to the list of L's. Wants to kick me out.
Don't get complacent. Shadowmourne was an axe, and it was this quest line, and I think it's probably easy to solo it now if you want it. But at the time,
was it really hard?
I'd done a lot of the tedious stuff to get to the point where I needed to be alive at the end of this boss fight or something.
Okay.
You have to hardcore mode it. You're not allowed to die, and then you have to collect the souls from mobs.
It was a dragon, Cindergosa, I think probably. We had that was the stage of it, and it was just like I think Miris basically, or whoever was in charge of the raid, was just like, we're not doing it. And I was like, well, I'm not. Well, what? We're not doing it. So I can never get it. And they were like, yeah, fuck you. And so I was like, I'm leaving. And then I left, and I never came back. And that's when I quit WoW.
That's fair.
You should have joined Red Rum.
Well,
is that the
PLM?
Is that the Nazi guild?
I guess I was an asshole though too, right? I wanted to take everyone's time, and I didn't really respect everyone
shocked
else's
Pikachu face.
So
that's good. That's growth. That's growth, guys.
I was actually in the wrong, 100%.
Would you like to apologise to everyone that was in the raid?
It's a good moment to take a moment to apologise to everyone in the raid.
Accountability.
Well, no, but I didn't make them do anything. They just didn't.
Okay,
do the
so
thing.
he has not
And
learned
I
or
quit.
changed.
So I don't have to apologise to them because nothing happened.
Well, it's gonna be awkward when they're our next guests.
We
coming
killed
into the room. Dressed as nuns.
Name one of them. I don't know.
I don't know any of them.
Geha. There you go.
Okay, so these are some of the lowlights. Lewis, what's been your highlight of the last 17 years? What's been a moment where you look back and you go, this is the peak. This is really, this was everything. This
Good
is what
follow
I
up to that depressing question.
Next question.
Simon, what's the highlight of the last 17 years?
I mean, this cup of tea's pretty good. Yorkshire tea biscuit brew is pretty banging.
Not the billion view party. No. COVID, when we all got trapped in our bedrooms.
Yeah.
Having Warwick Davis take your job.
There's so many bits.
I think it was Jens making me a gin and tonic. A very, very good gin and tonic.
Oh, yeah. Some of the famous shit we did. Yeah.
Some of the famous shit.
Meeting Dead Mouse and you insulting him, saying he was too skinny, he should eat a sandwich.
I said, I said to Dead Mouse he looked like he needed a cup of tea and a pie, but he was on heroin at the time, so he was very skinny. You know what I mean? He was very skinny. Someone needed to feed him up because that boy was just doing drugs.
And where is he now? He's not on Twitch. He got banned.
Did he get banned?
And we're here though. We're here.
He was very offended about that.
You
he looked
said-
like a drug addict.
You said when you get to a certain age, you can just say whatever you want. How do you think that you have been at that age for so long?
Yeah, I think that was when Lewis was like 13.
Is that how old?
I think at the time I sort of said it in a kind of like, you look tired kind of way, like, oh, you look like you've
That's like
been
a
doing
carer.
it.
You are
Almost
like-
but he
Yeah.
didn't get it because a lot of the things that we say, thinking that it's a nice thing or like a sensitive thing. Oh, you look tired or whatever. Are you okay? You need a hug.
I like to say that to women that
Yeah, I'm
aren't
gonna
wearing
say,
makeup.
it's like
I say, you look so
disconnect.
tired and worn out, and you're all fucked up. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, well.
And then I
shall
look
we
at their belly
recall-
to see if they have any bloating, and I point and I go, "Are you pregnant?"
Yeah.
I just like to do just
Well,
drop a
you're
little.
you're role playing as Lewis, right? It's like the Wii Sports stream where he just spent the whole time calling me fat, doing Wii Sports, and was like, you could win an eating competition.
Oh my!
Lewis, common
Classic.
Lewis L, constantly putting his foot in his
I
mouth.
can't believe why are you roasting Lewis so hard?
This is his
supposed to be a
birthday.
celebration.
This is what happens on birthday.
All the things he does for you.
It's your birthday.
You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that man.
That's what I started it with. I started it with the
Yeah,
night.
and then he told us we took it for
All right.
granted, so now we're
Make it a
trying to
compliment
rock.
sandwich. And you've ended the bad, you started with the good, and you end with the good.
And your grey hair looks really nice.
That's just saying that it looks old.
That's just old. That's backhanded as fuck. You can't
No,
do
that's
that.
negging.
I've
That's
said
technically negging.
I've
He
said
likes
I've
mean
said nice
women.
things about Lewis. Simon and Boba, it's time you both say a lovely thing about Lewis.
I did that for him because he likes when women are mean to him.
Lewis,
Lewis, don't lie.
How do
Lewis,
you know
on,
this?
on the subject of your hair, you've got a lovely happy trail on your
what?
stomach.
He does. He takes his belly out all the time,
All the
too.
time. We see it all the time.
He says it's for digestion.
Yeah.
He takes his belly out and he
He
rubs
undoes
it.
his belt, just undoes the top button of his trousers.
Well, it's very
lifts
tight.
his shirt up, exposing his midriff.
When you're as skinny as I am, anything you eat just makes you expand. You know, so it's really visible. It's like a snake eating an egg or whatever.
Oh, fuck. Did you find out where those flies came from?
No, I think Daff says it's a dead body in the ceiling.
Oh,
okay.
Well, when I opened the little food waste bin that we have now, a fly came out of it.
That wasn't that kind. Basically, guys, we've got.
Has anyone seen Parvis?
We've got like a
The
dead.
last-
There's like a dead pigeon in the ceiling somewhere.
Yeah.
And there's like flies on it, and every time I go to my desk, there's like 100 flies at the window trying to get
I
out.
think
so I let
it's a
them all
bad
out.
omen.
I do like that they want to leave. It's kind of polite. There's like at least like a good arrangement where they like fuck off.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not Parv, don't worry.
It's not
It
Parv.
could be Parv. No,
We
it's
don't
not.
know.
He's
We haven't
having
confirmed
He's
it.
having a great time in.
On
I want to say
a
Armenia.
farm.
Maybe Georgia.
Don't
A
actually.
farm somewhere.
Georgia. What? He's not telling him where. I'm not saying his postcode.
Points to the Lewis document.
He's married to 3 women. Very happy.
Do you want to Lewis, do you want to tell us a little bit about what is coming up next? What exciting
Well,
things?
do you know what? Do you know what people love to do on their birthday, Barry?
Yes.
They love to have all of their stuff, their precious things that they've collected over the last 10 years, just given them away, sold them and been thrown away
for charity.
So that's what's happening.
Don't believe this guy. Every time he comes in, he's like, I need to get rid of all this junk. And he puts things that people have given him as a gift on the free shelf.
Well,
I gave you a gift. I gave you that
He's
banana
not a material
goose.
girl. He's not a material. And then I do the nails emoji.
Yeah, I gave him that banana goose, and he was like, "Oh, thank you. I'll probably get rid of it, but thank you." And then you've kept it, and you actually love it.
Yeah, so it's,
banana goose is good.
so it's not true. That's not in the auction, by the way. Anything that I actually care about. No.
Truly love and care about.
So what you're saying is the things in the auction are things you don't care about.
I don't know. There's some pretty good shit in there. Me and Boba agreed we're both going to.
The last time we did a big office clear out was, I think, when we moved to this office and gave away things that we thought were precious, but also were
Sentimental.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
they have meaning.
They have meaning. They're sentimental, and we put together a long list of things. 90% of which are my personal things.
How many pieces of your artwork are going to be in this auction?
Basically, everything I've done in the last 4 years is going.
It's pretty cool.
I've still got one of your paintings at home.
Well, that's an early Brindley.
No, you don't. Lewis has stolen it and it's in the auction.
Yeah.
An early Brindley.
My LB original.
Your LB original.
This is a rare opportunity because we won't do this again because the amount of faff. Oh my god.
I mean, it hasn't even been sent out yet. That's going to be the most.
I always forget how much faff it is to do anything like this.
But what about the final lot that we have planned of the going on a date with you?
Oh yeah, the elusive lot.
Yeah.
Secret lot 69.
You have him until 1 a.m.
Yeah.
The following morning.
And you have to return him in the condition
in mint
in which
condition.
he left. Yeah.
What's that called?
They do
being an
that on
escort.
like the movies.
What's that movie?
It's sex work.
Which one?
It's literally sex work.
No, what's the
Indecent
movie?
Proposal.
Thank you. It's an indecent proposal.
I know.
The movie.
17 years.
I was gonna say like double J. It's a
You
double
just finish each
jeopardy.
other's sentences. It's so cute.
We finish each other's
Sandwiches.
Yay!
Okay.
Right. Wonderful. Should we get on with the auction then? Should we go? We'll take
I'm
a short break.
excited. I
We'll
can't figure out how to log in my stuff.
First of
buy
all,
things.
I have a suggestion. Can we not call it an auction? Can we call it an auction like David Dickinson does?
Okay. Fair.
Is someone
is
going to
he
be
okay?
live reading this stuff?
David Dickinson. a good bloke
Talk
still?
about him, Greg Wallace.
Oh.
By the way,
Why
also,
would you?
I noticed creative mode.
It's on there. Creative mode plus.
Well, listen.
Who's on my list?
If any of you have a problem with me being in creative mode, maybe
No.
Go fuck yourself.
They said that the reason
Suck my dick.
Lewis wanted to have fun playing Minecraft and wanted to do something creative, and he was not having fun doing a lot of glorp shit and fucking around. But then, as soon as he just went fuck it and went in creative mode, he started having fun again.
I
His
think it's
mood
based.
lifted. It's all been good.
Did you
So I
hear how
think it's
Harry
worth
described it?
to have Lewis cheat a bit, as long as he's happy, playing fun, having fun whilst he's playing, interacting with us, and still making videos with us. After 17 years!
It's a long time.
Well, happy birthday to you as well, Simon, and thank you
Thank
for being
you.
here for the whole 17 years.
Thank you. Well, more or
Okay.
less.
And also thank you, of course, to all of you guys for joining
All
us
of
along the
you
way
guys.
and becoming. We couldn't do it without you.
Lovely family, isn't it? What a lovely family we got.
And all the creators and all the audience too. Like, it is unusual to see a group this old doing it for so long and still going and still having useful new
fresh blood,
good shit going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
wonderful idea.
Those blood
Growing.
transfusions are keeping me inside
Yep.
them.
Like Peter Thiel.
The blood boy. Is that what's rotting in the room?
and like Peter Thiel, I don't know if the human race should go on either.
You're Simon's blood boy. Boba's my little blood boy.
I was going to say when we started this stream that I feel like you're Simon's child and I'm Lewis's child.
True. Simon's child
pretty much.
is
Time
full
for
of
Daddy to have
woe.
his present.
That's why you got baby birded.
Classic moment.
Classic moment. All right, let's take a short break and then we'll get to the auction. Is that what we're saying?
Auction.
The auction. Wonderful.
The auction.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you for 17 years.
Thanks, chat. Love you. Happy birthday.